You are now in the arena. Welcome to Gridiron, presented by Underdog. Woo! My name is Kinsey. I'm your host, and joining me today, we have one of the most prolific figures in the history of sports media, and the man who, at some point, has lost a debate to Aqib, but rarely.
That's a lie.
Skip Bayless.
Hey.
Super Bowl champion, 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro cornerback, Aqib Talib.
Yeah.
And welcome back, a former Commanders head coach, Super Bowl winning coach with the Bucs, and one of the league's best offensive minds, Gruden. And of course, All-Pro, 6-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle, one of the most disruptive D tackles in his generation, Gerald McCoy.
Yeah. So I see on the rundown, we're supposed to talk about Micah Parsons today?
Your favorite topic, though.
Did he play last night?
He can't win for losing.
Did he play? Oh,
Saquon, they stopped the run.
Oh, did they?
The trip.
Really?
They won enough?
He's a great tripper. He's the best I've ever seen at that.
Nah, he
right?
tripped the guy.
Yeah.
Every time.
That's what I would do if I
every
was
time. Skip loved Parsons low key. He really,
Yeah,
he really
It's
watched
an
him real
obsession,
close.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
low,
Watch him
like
so close.
low key.
Very low-key. Well, you guys, obviously we got a lot to talk about today, but including last night's game, we've got Shedeur Sanders, the Bills. We're going to be asking our man Jay about the Giants head coach job and so much more. So last night wasn't really a beautiful game to watch. The only thing I personally saw on offense was the false start again on the tush push for the Eagles. Yep. They love to do it and get away with it, but it was a defensive show. So Jalen Phillips' first game as an Eagle. And they say one player doesn't make a big difference, but let me tell you, 8 pressures, 6 tackles, 2 QB hits, 1 fumble, 1 fumble recovery, stuffed Josh Jacobs on the 4th and 1. Damn, did they win the trade? I don't know. So, Skip, what did the Eagles show you last night?
Man, I don't think I've ever seen a game quite like the game I watched last night.
0-0 at half was crazy.
But the Philadelphia Eagles dominated a game. They won 10-7. I'll say it again. They dominated 10-7. That summed up the Eagles to me. They just know how to win games better than anybody else in this league knows how to win games. And obviously, I've been rooting like crazy for the Cowboys to come back from the dead. And I sat back at the end of that game last night and I said, I give up. I give in. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to win it again. They are the best team because they're the smartest team. They're the mentally and physically toughest team. They're the clutchest team. And they're just the winningest team. And Kinsey, to your point, Howie Roseman has struck again. He's by far the best team builder in football. He runs Super Bowl rings around Jerry Jones in Dallas. And Jalen Phillips, you trade for him, and he puts on an Eagles uniform for the first time on Monday Night Football at Lambeau Field, and he's their defensive MVP, and you just read all the numbers, so I don't need to go over them again, because he was a dominant football player. Trust me on this. He's a more valuable all-around edge player than Micah Parsons is. More valuable all around. I'm just telling you he is, because he can do it all. And on the key play of the game, it's the 4th and 1 at the 44, and I know you guys want to really break this down, so I will just touch and go on this. But they sniff it out, they call it out, they know it's the inside zone, and kaboom, Jalen Phillips, number 50. I'm going to have to get used to saying number 50, because it's a weird number to me for him to wear, but he's number 50, and he blows it up and forces the fumble and recovers the fumble, and I said, that's it, I give up. Howie did it to me again. He did it to everybody again. And this defense, I'm looking at Jalix Hunt. I'm telling you, he's becoming a star.
He is.
He is. And Jahad Campbell, every time I look up, he's making another play because he's just a stud. He's a big, strong, fast athlete who knows how to play football, and they stole him. They stole him at the bottom of the first round. And listen, Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, they're like having 2 Reggie Whites in the middle of that line. They just control it. They force it. They crush the pocket. And we talk all the time about Quinion and Cooper DeJean. They're just becoming stars. And that kid Makuba from Texas, I'm telling you, he's not a U, but he's a ball hawk. He just has a nose for the football, and he will blow people up. So I don't know what's not to love about this. And then I get to the quarterback. He'll never be an MVP in this league, but he is the MVP because every time you call on him to make a play, the play, he just makes it. And I loved what Saquon said about Devontae Smith after the game. People forget he won the Heisman Trophy. I do. I forget that because he's 6 feet, 170 pounds. And I just forget. Well, when it's time, Jalen says, I think I'll throw it to that guy, right? And that guy keeps going up and making plays, skinny as he might be. And, they still have a AJ issue. They tried to throw him the sugar late on that 4th and 6th play. They just said, oh, hell with it. Just throw him a deep ball. Let's throw him a little joy and happiness and see if we can end the game with him. So he gets 3 targets, 2 catches for 13 yards. And it doesn't matter because Jay has said this several times. He's just, he's reading a book on the sidelines during the playoffs, and they won the Super Bowl, right? So I think they're just going to figure that out. I think he's going to be, they didn't trade him because he'll figure out how to be happy with another championship ring. That's how they look at it. So I'm sorry, I saw last night a back-to-back Super Bowl winner.
Yeah, I think they didn't trade him because what he do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday for you.
Okay.
I'm a DB. We sit in rooms. We spend a lot of time on how we're going to defend AJ. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why Devontae get over so much. So that's why you didn't trade him because he's a problem Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay.
But last night, it just been a lot of talk about, I don't know if this is the same defense. This is not the same defense. Shit, I think this is a better defense than it was last year.
All right.
And you add Jalen Phillips to them guys up front, and they literally are 8 deep. They 8 deep up there, man. Nolan, Jalen, Jordan, Jalen, Ajomo, Byron Young, Brandon Graham, and Hunt. They 8 deep
Brandon
up there.
Graham came back last night.
And he played well.
He did.
Man, it's a super deep up front. The linebackers are going crazy. Like you said, Jahad Campbell don't even start. But every time he's in the game, they call his name. Every time he comes in, they call his name.
Yep.
The DBs, man, they secondary is playing super nice. Quinion Mitchell looking like an all-pro this year.
He just does.
Man, I think that one weakest link is maybe Adoree, but he's a vet. He know how to play the game. He know how to get himself in the right positions. Yeah. And, man, the safeties are balling.
That Michael Carter they got from the Jets, he didn't play last night yet. So I don't know. Maybe he'll be for Adoree.
Yeah. Who knows? He's a safety, ain't he?
He's a slot corner.
Slot type with Adoree ass on the outside.
I understand.
But you got Quinion on the other side, so that safety, Texas, he can lean towards Adoree a little bit because Quinion Mitchell can hold his own. He's a real number 1 corner in the league. Me and G was texting about him last night, bro. Bro just going crazy. Man, he's going crazy. So I think this might not be the same defense as last year. This defense might be better than last year.
Let me ask you guys a question. I'm a big personnel guy. Personnel-wise, what defense has better personnel from top to bottom, D-line, linebacker, DBs, than the Eagles? Maybe the Broncos? Maybe the Browns?
Maybe.
I think
Broncos, Browns.
I think with the depth that this team has on the D-line and linebacker crew, I think this might be the best personnel in the NFL. I really do. I mean, Vic Fangio got run out of Miami. They're like, this guy can't coach. Get him out of here. All the Miami players like, yeah, finally we'll get a coach. He comes here, coaches these guys, wins the Super Bowl, and he's got the best unit in the league.
Yep.
This is a team that will win ugly, and they can score points. Don't panic. I like the fact that they force-fed Saquon last night.
Hell yeah.
It was cold. It was nighttime.
Yeah.
22 carries for 60 yards, but he had 2 or 3 plays called back where he had 18 to 20 yards. Mm-hmm. This is a great recipe for success for these guys. And Hurts does not turn the ball. He had 1 turnover last night, which is very, very odd for him, but he does not turn the ball over.
It was a hell of a play.
It was a great punch out.
It was a hell of a play.
That was a great play. So this team here is the team to beat in the NFC, and it's not even close, in my opinion. Rams, Seahawks, I like them, but this is the team that travels well. It's going to get colder and colder. They're physical. They're tough. The Eagles, as much as I hate to say it as well, are the team to beat in the NFC.
Yeah. What I seen last night is the Eagles being the Eagles. They found a way. That's just what happened. They found a way. So we knew what the Packers were. They are a team with wide receivers, with just guys at wide receiver. They number one went down. They solid at running the ball. QB's a gunslinger. And you're facing a team who can strap in the back end, traded for another edge guy who took over the game last night.
Dude.
Okay, you go to the offensive side of the ball, still no AJ. Saquon, if you look at the numbers,
he just had the one swing pass that he went for 41.
Devontae had the touchdown.
Yeah.
But they got a winner at quarterback.
They do.
And this team just knows how to win. When the rubber needs to meet the road, Saquon, he made one play. That's all you need. He needed to make a play. He made a play. Really should have had another one. Micah tripped him. If Micah don't triple on that, that's it. Devontae, he needed to make a play. He made a play. The quarterback needed to make a play. He made a play. That's what this team is. Forget the numbers. Forget all that. I've been saying it. Those days of your quarterback having to throw for 1,000,000 yards to win, this team has figured out their formula, and it works. Forget all the other stuff.
Y'all just don't say that when it comes to bowl. But I get it. Though. But go ahead.
That's a fair point.
Y'all go ahead.
Okay, but what has he ever won in the league?
We're talking about
Has he ever won anyone?
We're talking about a team. We're talking about a team.
I just want to slip that in there real quick. But
you can slip it in there. We're talking about a team that lost in the first round versus a team that this formula has worked, and they doing this. Hey, what little league got? They got a. So the separation and the people who, that's all I'm saying. This team has proven the formula works. And we can make up and complain about all that. It works, and it's working, and it's going to continue to work because they just know how to win.
And
Knowing how to win is a
I do think Philadelphia can win different ways, too. I think they can throw it and win. I think last night in Green Bay, they're not going to let Micah Parsons ruin the game. They're going to run the ball and pound it right out of his face. You know what I mean? And keep Philadelphia or keep Green Bay on the sideline. Hell, each team only had the ball one time in the first quarter. I mean, it was a grind out, clock eating, between the tackles type of game. And Philly can win those games, but they can also spread you out and throw the ball to AJ, Devontae, and Dallas Goedert, do some different things in the passing game. That's why I like them. The versatility of this football team is unlike any other, I believe.
I agree.
Did you just suggest that Bo Nix is as good as Jalen Hurts?
I just suggested that the panel, the arena, they like teams who play defense and know how to win. That's all I suggested, Skip.
Okay, and Bo has proven what to you when it matters.
All right, so he proved to me that he has a great defense. We lean on that, and he know how to win. That's what he proved to me.
He's kind of like, he started to stutter a little bit.
And he did.
He started to stutter just a little bit.
He know how to win. Now, we're talking about the Super Bowl champs, though.
All right, I'm just talking about just the 10-week through week 10.
But we're talking
last year don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? This is a year-to-year business, right? Right, Coach?
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, this is a year-to-year business. So right now, the Broncos play defense and they know how to win. You love that.
I love it.
Just not when it comes to Denver, though. I get it. I get it.
I was the guy yesterday that said Denver gonna win the West. What are you talking about? I said that.
Okay.
I'm with you with Denver.
Gerald.
My only thing was Drake versus Bo. That was it.
All right, wait.
But Denver is, hey, listen, I'm with you on Denver.
So now we look back, and the game of the year was Rams at Eagles, because I love what the Rams are doing. We talked about them yesterday.
Yeah.
It's highly impressive, and what their quarterback is doing is highly impressive.
Right.
But yet, they're up, 23-6, early third quarter at Philly. And then to your point, what happened? An explosion happened. Because when they get pushed and forced, if they have to just air it out, they can air it out. And they outscored them. I think it was 23-6 down the stretch.
They did.
And pulled it out.
But what happened when they played the Broncos? Who made the plays in the fourth to win that game?
Bo.
Hey,
I just.
There you go. And what defense made the plays to win that game?
Yeah, there were a couple of calls in that game. There were a couple of shaky calls that the Eagles did not get.
Hey, it was a shaky call. Last night was a shaky call. They called a legal formation when I see the dude line up right there on the tight end all fucking day. But then for the game, it's a legal formation. So that's just part of the game right now. The referees trying to make names for themselves.
Okay, so what did you two former defensive stars think of the 4th and 1, sniffing it out and calling it? What does that tell you?
That tells me that happens every game. You know what I'm saying? By the fourth quarter, if you look out here and you do like this, and he run the back shoulder, then you look out here again, do this, he run the back shoulder, The third time you look out there and you do this, I know it's a back shoulder.
Okay.
They've been doing that all game, so of course John Moe know it's a damn inside zone, but you still have to stop it. If Josh Jacobs keep his ass play side, he might get 7 yards.
I don't know why. I don't know why he cut back.
Because he said inside zone this way. He called it out. Who gives a fuck if they called it out?
He like, oh, well, I don't want to run that way. I'm with Aqib on that.
Guys call out plays all the time.
It's all the time, man. I play with Levante David and Luke Kuechly. That's what they did.
Yep.
They are going to call out your play. You still got to stop it. And I know we talk about Jalen Phillips, but if you go look at the D tackles, when I talked about stopping the run, you got to set the edge and no movement in the middle. Go look at that play. Both D tackles were 3 yards in the backfield.
What?
3 yards in the backfield. So it don't matter if you got to stop it, and they did. And then the offset back, the offset back, football 1-on-1. The offset back, you play the percentages. The percentages of him staying play side, but him coming this way, okay, you just call it out. Mm-hmm. But you still got to stop it, and that's what they did, man.
I feel like if we put it up here,
okay,
if you look at the play side where he said inside zone this
if
way,
he stays
if
that
he
way,
stay this way, bro gonna get 5 yards.
Even because the alignment, if you look at the alignment of the guard and the split, so what I'm looking at as a D lineman, I'm looking at all of it. So I look at the formation. Is the running back, is he inside? Is he sitting behind the quarterback? If he's outside sitting behind the tackle, I'm thinking pass. He's not handing it off right there. But then my eyes go from there to the O-lineman. Okay, what about the splits? That guard and that tackle, the splits were like this.
Yeah.
That's for a reason. Offensive linemen don't get that big a split. That's for a reason. He should have stayed play side, but he got nervous and
so you're okay with Jordan not checking out of it when they're calling out the play in his
but if you do that, you're going to be checking out all day. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so many times a quarterback can say something, torpedo, Chris turn around, okay, wrap six. They still run wrap six.
What was the play clock?
He still wins.
What was the play clock?
It was tough. It was, they had 3rd and 10. They got 9 yards. They got 4th and 1, so they're hurrying up to the line. Mm-hmm. Jordan's calling out the formation. They got that screwed up. The flanker lined up on the tight end, so that's an illegal formation. Then they called the word for inside zone, which I'm sure they used before. The defense picked it up, so they knew it was inside zone. But still, the center and left guard, they got a double team on the.
Yes.
I mean, they just let them split them. But still, even that, the center overtook him and knocked him on the ground.
Exactly. And then
the backside guard, I mean, they're okay. So you keep it play side. The one thing you don't want to do on inside zone is cut it back to your tight end, blocking a defensive end. That's the weakest part of the goddamn play.
Let's take a look
you want
at
to
the viewers.
you got to get that thing out.
Okay.
Now look at play side.
Look at the split between the guard and the tackle. You see that? That's for a reason. They not just split like that for no reason.
Look, he pancaked him.
Yeah, you can't.
The D tackle swim, but he on the ground.
Like Coach said, the guard and the center, they got to bump and double up on that nose guard. The one in the circle, they got to move him, and then you just stay play side.
And they did that.
Watch your backside cut off by the tight end. See ya. Boom.
Boom.
You don't want to be back. You don't want to cut it back to that matchup.
See, that's Jacobs fucked it up.
Yeah,
he called it out, so I ain't really want to go over there. Like, come on, bro.
Man,
This ain't your job,
man.
to
You don't do that.
Nigga, your job is to fucking run the play that's called and go be Josh Jacobs, even if they know. Get your ass play side up, cut it up, get a yard.
How many times did we see Jonathan Taylor do that on Sunday? He got walled in the backfield. He stayed, boom, bounced outside, go make a play.
Sometimes that's the hardest thing as a coach, man. You're coming up with all these code words on 2-minute drill, and the teams get the center's microphone. So the week before, they're studying all the line calls and stuff. So by the time you start changing up all these words, you're running out of words, man. You got to look up the dictionary and find out some new shit.
Right.
It's hard.
And then you
sometimes you got to rely on the guys. Hey, let's go. We're pad for pad. We're doubling this cat. I don't give a damn. We're gonna run it.
They lined up where we could run this play. Even if y'all know we're running this play, we still could run it and get it done. As long as we make our blocks, we can get it done. So
I coached a game against Chicago when we ran power, I think 8 times in a row. They knew it was coming. They couldn't stop it. Run it.
It is what it is.
You know how many times I done called out the Saints stuff because with Drew Brees, I trained with Drew Brees in the offseason. I played them twice a year. I knew what they was doing. Couldn't stop it. It don't matter.
Bro who called it out, Ojama called the play out.
Yeah.
He swim moved, he on the ground.
That's what I'm saying. Just run.
Yeah, you
just
know
go.
it's coming and your ass pancaked on the ground. You know what I'm saying? So who cares if you know it's coming?
Yeah.
And Coach, I think I know what your answer is because I think I know what you would do with your mentality, but it's 4th and 6 with 33 seconds left at the 35. You could just punt it and say there's no way they're going to do anything against the wind. but they go for the kill shot to AJ. Are you good with that?
Right.
Oh, I'm definitely good with that. Yeah. That's the way they've been. That's the way Sirianni's been. He's been consistent with his approach. It's one thing if he does it one week and the next week he's like backpedals. No, he's been pedal to the metal. I'm going to end this game now. His whole career, it's gonna hurt him from time to time, but that's just the way he is. And I think the defense understands it. The offense, they're ready for it. And if they don't get it, defense doesn't shake their head, doesn't say, "What the hell are you doing?" They come out and get a stop and win the game. They have each other's back at Philadelphia. It doesn't seem like with A.J. Brown and some of the drama, but I can tell the way they play.
They do.
The offense has the defense's back and vice versa. They play together as a team, and Sirianni's done a great job of controlling that whole environment.
Coach, and that's a high percentage pass. Shit, if it's 4th and 6. We throw it up to AJ. To be honest, though, it was pass interference. It really was pass interference. DB ain't looked back. He grabbed his arms and shit.
I would like to see AJ make a little better effort to the ball.
But AJ just knew it was going to be a flag because he got my arms. Like, I can't even do nothing.
But like, fake it, do something.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I got it.
Coach, I had a question about the kicker for the Packers. If he has a strain, because I'm thinking kickers, if as soon as you get a strained quad, you going on IR. I got to get somebody in here that can kick. It's too important. So as a coach, would you, if your kicker is struggling with a strained quad, are you going to just say, well, let's do rehab and let's see if he heal? Don't you get it? Like,
kind of important.
Dog, get out of here.
Quad is kind of important for a kicker.
When he come into a game, they like, oh, he's struggling with a quad.
You can find another kicker.
Yeah.
See, that shit sound good, but your kicker who you got in there is a Super Bowl winning kicker who kicked in the clutch.
I understand.
And you believe in this guy. You go get a bum off the street, you're going to be getting a whole lot of bums off the street.
That's the kicker's fault, too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he's trained with a quad.
The kicker fault.
Well, if he's telling the coach he's okay, and then he goes and kicks the game winner and dead hooks it because his quad hurts.
I mean, he ain't hooking because his quad hurt. He hooked it because it was 65 yards.
I'm just saying if his quad is hurt, if that's a legitimate reason, does he have a bad? I don't know if that's a fact or not.
He just kicked the one before the practice kick. He damn near made it.
He stole the practice kick.
He stole the practice kick. He damn near made it.
He was only a yard short.
But when you I'm a big body language guy. When he did that and he went off, he came back on, he was like, man,
there's no way.
Like he didn't even walk out there with confidence.
Yeah, I don't know.
Y'all don't know B-Mac. Hey, y'all don't know B-Mac like I know B-Mac.
Okay.
Hey, you crazy.
I'm just saying if he's hurt. If he's not hurt, then hell, I'm good.
It was a 65, 64-yard kick. That shit just far as shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
And it was
Remember,
against
Skip
the
thinks
wind.
that's not that important.
And it's against the wind. You know what I'm saying? He stole the practice kick. He was 1 yard short. So now that got him in his head. Okay, let me just put a little bit more into it. And boop, he shamed it. But
that was a bad snap too.
And then the snap, he dropped the snap, got it up late. Like everything, the whole operations was fucked up. But
maybe
if you know anything about B-Mac,
Yeah.
B-Mac a confident motherfucker, man.
Okay.
So, and he's tough as nails.
Because he played for the Broncos.
You know,
that's why.
He won the
It's
chip.
all about the
He won the
Broncos.
chip during that run. He was 10 for 10 or 9 for 9. They ain't missed a kick.
Is
Big
it
time
possible
kick.
he re-pulled his groin on the practice kick? Right.
Nah, he wasn't hurt, man. He not hurt, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
He said he was hurt.
I don't know.
Shoot.
You think he's lying about being hurt?
If he was hurt, he wouldn't be in there.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Skip's favorite player of all
he is.
time. And
Love him.
you were actually rooting for him tonight. So I think
Yep.
that might have been bad luck for him because this man
was.
had no
Jinxed
sacks, takeaways.
Well, nothing.
So, Skip, give Micah a letter grade.
Okay, so let's start with the fact he is the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. Can we got to establish, we got to raise the bar up here. So we got to hold him to the highest standard. We have to grade him as tough as you can grade that kind of edge player making that kind of money. So what did I see last night? As you point out, I saw one solo tackle when he tripped Saquon late in the game. He got one solo off a trip that should have been called and was not called. He had obviously 0 sacks and 0 quarterback touches or hits. Never got his hands on the quarterback one time. They gave him 3 pressures when he usually gets 17 pressures for just running by the quarterback and waving at him. Oh, that's a pressure,
I thought they gave him 4.
I got 3. My website said 3, and it's very subjective how you rank. How do you judge what's a pressure? Oh, high.
It's a pressure.
Make it a quarterback move.
When the quarterback moves,
Get him off the
spot.
All right. So on the pressures, what he does best is he rarely touches the quarterback. I know at Arizona he had that freak game, that one aberration game when he got 3 sacks, but he doesn't consistently touch the quarterback, as in hit the quarterback, or knock down the quarterback. But what he does best is he chases the quarterback after he leaves the pocket. And he'll chase and force an incompletion over near the sideline. So I'll give you that. If that's what you're going to pay him, the highest money for a non-quarterback ever, you got me on that one. But when I look at what happened last night, after those kind of plays, Micah Parsons twice waved out of the game. And it might have been 3 times. I didn't keep score. But he waved out of the game. So he played only 53 snaps out of 63 defensive plays, and there were a bunch of Packers who played all 63. So you're going to pay him that much money to wave out of a football game? I'm pretty sure you never waved out of a football game, unless you were hurt, right? Just where you're gassed. I'm gassed. I need a blow, Coach. I need.
Yeah, he's waved out a couple times.
What, you think?
Have
so?
you?
I'm going to get into it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's the
Give me a
position that sub.
Okay. Did you ever sub
We
out?
used to-
Did you ever wave
we
out?
sub
Hell yeah.
We would wait for him to
yeah.
get out.
Don't
Then we
even
go
sub.
no huddle, wait for it so he
We
couldn't get
sub
back
out.
in. Yeah.
D-line
He
for
waved
sure
out.
sub out.
We
DB
sub
rarely
out.
sub out. And hell yeah, I used to sub out. I had a good backup. Kayvon Webster was a good player.
Okay.
Hey, you come in, if we got to play 7, 8 of that drive, okay, go get these first and second down. I'm going to come back in on third down.
Yeah.
I got asthma and shit. I used to smoke too, Skip. Hey,
Yeah, I understand.
Hey, I get
Got asthma.
Yeah, maybe I got.
Full
Maybe I got
speed.
spoiled by
Definitely got
watching.
asthma.
Yeah,
Boy,
big
you
ass.
feel that pump.
I used to pump
He
on my
used to feel
hip.
that asthma.
Put that bitch in my tights, man.
Yeah,
I
he
got bad asthma. I used to sub out a lot. Yeah.
You and Hollywood Henderson, who played a Super Bowl with some crack cocaine.
Nah, I ain't had no crack
no
cocaine.
crack cocaine.
God dang.
But I definitely had a
did.
butyrol.
All right. So the point is, when he's just a little gassed and I need a blow, I don't love it in a game of that magnitude on Monday night. That's just me. So I'm going to sum this up that I think it's safe to say Micah Parsons did not wreck that game. Everybody says he wrecks games. I don't see it, but he didn't wreck that game. So on my grading scale, I give him a D- for that effort
Man,
last night.
that's-
D-.
that's-
Because of his salary, not because.
Yeah, 'cause
You also
I-
have to understand, there's other things you have to understand about Micah, okay? Micah influences the play calling. Why were they pounding the ball between Lane Johnson got banged up? They don't want to leave this guy on an island and drop back 7-step drops and let this guy
Exactly.
ruin the game. So let's get in condensed formations and smash it between the tackles to Saquon. I don't give a damn if we get 3 yards. We're going to keep doing it and doing it. Then we'll get the play actions off of it, some of the RPOs that Jalen likes, and then eventually take a little double move shot to Devontae Smith for touchdown. That's how they play. And that part of that reason is because of guys like the pass rush that the Packers have, and Mike is one of them. So I think actually he had 3 or 4 pressures in known passing situations. There weren't very many for him to really get in a 3-point stance and rush the passer.
Right.
Because there weren't many opportunities.
Right.
Right. So I think holding the Eagles to 10 points, which they did.
Yeah.
He's part of that unit. He's the number 1 guy in that unit, probably.
He is.
So I give him a damn good grade. I give him an A.
You give him an A?
I gave him an A, man. I just
I'm
For
with
0 sacks and 0 quarterback hits, he gets an
high
A?
play.
impact on how he affects
Lord,
the play
have
caller
mercy.
for the other team.
I wish I'd taken your class in
Yeah.
college, right?
I'm with you, Coach. His what he do for you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, he already started at a C. You know what I'm saying? He already did his job. He got your head scrambling all week, making you prepare for all this shit. That's a lot to do, Skip. I know you ain't never really prepared for a game like that, Skip.
But I know what you're talking
for the
about.
post game, but
Yeah.
but you feel me though. You start with a C+. He can't be less than a C+ for that reason alone. Then you talk about his money he make. It's a scale, Skip. The next DN who got to get paid, guess what he gonna get? More than fucking Parsons.
Well, Aiden Hutchinson did get a bunch of money.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And
More
guess what?
guaranteed.
Guess the next edge after Aiden Hutchinson, guess what he gonna get, Skip?
Yeah.
More than Hutchinson. It's just a scale. Rashawn Gary make $100 million.
He does.
So what we
Yeah.
man, if he came in, Saquon lead a game with 60 yards. What he had, 60?
He had 60, but he had a couple called back.
If they was holding, that's probably why he broke. Shit. They lead a game with 60 yards, 10 points given up. Hey, man, what else do you want from him? What else do you want him to do, Skip? You want him to,
Okay, does he
you want
have-
him to fly?
That's
Wait,
actually
does
pretty
he have-
average
You want him
for
to
Saquon.
jump over the line and
Does he have Rashawn Gary as a teammate? Yeah, he does.
He do.
He's really good, right?
both of them played against
Is
the run. They
Wyatt,
played pretty
is
good.
Wyatt really good? Wyatt was really good last night. Is Edgerrin Cooper any good? Is
Yeah.
Van Ness any good? I know he's hurt, but still,
Yeah.
That's a hellacious defensive front that they got already.
Eagles
when they gave up 150, you said, "Oh, Micah Parsons, where the fuck was he?"
The Packers
shit, they gave up 60 today and 10 points. Micah Parsons was there.
But
Just keep that ball right there, Skip.
you know, Saquon's averaging 60 yards a game right now. It's not like anything special that he just got only 60 this year.
I just go off last night, Kinsey. I don't know all the stats.
This year,
and all
that
the
is
numbers.
his average.
The Packers are 1-3.
The Packers not averaging 10 points though. I know that.
You hold a team to 16 points or less, and you're 1-3. Can you imagine that? And you have Jordan Love. That's tough. And Micah has a big part of that. I mean, he's, I know you don't like him.
A nice B plus.
I know
did his job.
As an offensive coordinator, he has an impact on maybe not getting sacks and hurries and all that stuff. He has an impact on what I call.
Exactly.
I mean, I got to change formations. I got to get over the chip. It's a pain in the ass.
Wednesday, what's the first thing you do on Wednesday morning?
Monday
morning for y'all?
We're not letting Micah beat us.
Can't let Micah beat us. All right, let's watch it. How are we going to protect it? You feel me? Your grade started at C+ right there.
That's why I can't believe
work,
Arizona.
Bro. He make you do work, bro.
Arizona didn't even chip the guy. I mean, they're leaving Jonah Williams one-on-one with this sucker. He was killing him in the other
You see what happens. I give him a B+, man. You did your job. And then when you had a chance to rush, shit, you got Hurts off his spot at least 3-4 times. You was this close. He an athletic guy.
Sometimes I think you're actually Micah's agent, like on the down low. That we don't know it, but you're actually representing him, right?
Man, I might need
Aqib would take that bag any day.
You feel me? Give me 10% of that.
Yeah.
We'll see coming up. They still have to play Detroit and some teams that are going to throw the ball. So
we'll see. Well, let's look at the AFC North because
wait a second. We didn't get this.
Oh, Gerald,
ask the
you were really sweet over there and quiet.
Yeah.
I know G gave him a B+.
Gerald gave him a D.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go.
the arena's divided.
I went and watched the All 22, and I didn't grade off. I skipped grading the stats and all this. I grade off his impact on the game. And when I'm watching Micah play, I looked at his physicality. How is he versus his blocks? One-on-one blocks in the run and the pass. My big thing with defending him versus Skip has been how much he gets double-teamed. I double-teamed twice last night, 2 times. And he had 3, maybe 4 pressures. And I'm watching Micah play, and my issue is the turning it off and on. He turns it off and on. And when I was watching him last night, when he got through on one pressure, he ran Jalen down. He got through the next one, he just stopped. There was a span in the second quarter where he was out for 6 straight plays. Yep. Everybody's different. Everybody plays the game different. Some people are out a lot. Some people go out a couple, like Aqib said, he go out a couple plays. For me, that was just a lot. 6 plays in a row on a Monday night versus a defending champ, that's just a lot for me.
Agreed.
And this is my personal grade. Everybody plays different. I had a rule. I play 5 straight snaps, and then I'll come out for 2. If it's third down, I do not come out. I don't care how tired I am. I only come out for 2 snaps, and then I go back in if I come out the game. That was a rule. Being out 6 plays, you are entirely too important to your team to be out 6 straight plays. That's not why I gave him a D, but it's just very glaring when I'm watching this. But I'm watching his actual play. Forget all the other. How is he taking on blocks? Is he taking on blocks? Is he being violent? Is he shedding properly and all that? He just didn't do it last night. And he has in the past.
He's trying to shed. He's trying to shed a tackle who make $100 million and another one who make $100 million. They fucking paid too. Them 2 of the best tackles in the league who blocking him by himself.
He's making excuses, man.
I'm not making no excuses.
He's an all-pro. He's an all-pro outside linebacker taking on one-on-one blocks.
Playing against 2 all-pros.
So that means you stop being violent with your sheds?
Bro, I mean, that means you may not win every fucking play.
I didn't say he had to win. I said I watched how he played.
I watched how he played too.
Is he stopping on plays? Yes. Is he shedding violently?
Did they run the ball at him?
They did. Sometimes they ran away.
Did he play good when they ran the ball at him?
No. That's what I'm telling you. I said I watched the All 22. You going off what you watched on TV. I went and watched
I have to watch the All 22 on TV. The line is right there.
You going
watch
and
the All 22 to see the fucking DBs and the wideouts.
Okay, so you remember what I texted you last night? I don't know the techniques and the ins and outs of being a corner.
Right.
Same with D-line. You don't know. I do know. So I'm watching.
I do know. It's not rocket science. You fucking
don't know. Okay.
Get off the block.
Where is your hand placement in the run? Where are your hands supposed to be?
on the nigga chest.
No,
Yes,
bro.
it is.
No, it's not.
On the nigga chest so you
no,
can
it's
share
not.
the shit out
No,
of
it's
him.
not.
Who
You know
gives a
why?
fuck about that?
You know why? That's exactly why you saying that. You know
You
why?
gonna grade a nigga
Because
off where
you
his
can't
hands was.
control an offensive lineman with your hands inside. You know why? Because their hands are outside. You have to be outside so you control their shoulders,
Right.
so you can shed.
So if his hands not outside, you
that
giving him a
alone
minus
right
on
there
that play?
tells me you don't know.
You giving him a minus on that play because his hands right here?
I'm
His
grading
hands right- oh, that's a
what
minus.
he did last night.
Bro,
We're
what
making
big run
excuses.
did they have running at Parsons? Did they have
As a
one?
team.
When you was
As a
watching this
team.
all 22, did they have a big run
As
running
a
at Parsons?
team. So that's him? That's him?
Was it
That's all
part of him?
Parsons?
Hell yeah.
That's all Parsons.
was it personnel related? Like a lot of times Parsons will come in the game with like 2 or 3 tight end sets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's why he was on the sideline. Is my point. Was it like a 2-3 tight end set? Trey personnel. Big
I'm talking
people?
about the plays.
That's not what.
I'm talking about the plays he was in.
Oh, I'm talking about the plays he didn't.
He talking about the 6 plays you said he was out.
Yeah, that was. I mean, they was on a
Yeah,
run. As
sometimes
He probably ain't paying no attention to what the offense was doing because D linemen don't do that.
Why come we don't?
D
Don't
linemen
say
don't
you
do that.
can't say what I don't do.
D linemen.
You
put
can't
their
tell.
hand
Wait,
down
whoa.
and go
See,
to their
last
gap.
see, that's what we not gonna do.
D
Because
linemen
last
put their
week-
hand down, go to their
No,
gap.
see, that's what we not gonna do because last week I wasn't here and you said, "Oh, D linemen, they don't think they just do this and that." No, that's not all D linemen. That's how I made my money is knowing what to do.
Okay.
We gotta call games up front. Who you think is calling out the formation?
Y'all call
Who you think is looking at? Who
it's
you
about
think
4 games in the National Football
Who
League.
has to know the
TV?
formations?
You feel me? Like,
Who
that's
has to
rocket
know the
science, bro. I got
formations?
4 things to know, bro.
So DBs the only ones can think?
Nah,
DBs the only ones can think?
quarterbacks, O-line.
I'm not gonna sit here and let you say D linemen don't have to think. I know I was a thinker.
you
I
watch
studied
film on
everything.
yourself. You
No,
know what
I
I'm saying?
didn't. How you gonna sit here and tell me what I did?
That's
I
what
watched
D-linemen
everything. Why you think my get off the way it was?
That don't got nothing to do with watching film.
Why come it don't?
God gave
What are
you
you
that
talking
get off.
about?
God gave you that get
What
off.
are you talking about? Okay.
God gave, ain't no film gonna give you no get off.
So why come it don't?
It don't.
Why come it don't?
Because that's a natural
Okay,
reaction.
tell me what
It's an
Matt Ryan's
instinct.
trigger was for the get off. Tell me. Since you know so much, tell me.
I don't know.
His knees flared out.
But-
That's film watching.
So why didn't everybody?
That's
Why didn't
film
the nigga next to you do that? You ain't tell him next to you, hey, when his knees
Yes,
flared out.
I told him that.
Why he ain't look like you then?
Because he ain't me.
Because God gave you that
But
shit.
you know what? Who figured it out? I did from watching.
So why didn't it work for the
From
nigga next
watching.
to you then?
From watching.
Why ain't it work
I had
for
to
him?
know the formation.
Why didn't it work for
I had to
Roy
call
Miller?
out the games. I had to know everything that was happening. You know why I was ahead and able to jump stuff? Because I knew what was coming before it happened.
Because God gave you a nice ass
It
get
does
off.
not matter if he gave it to me.
That's what he did.
Okay, let's go through what God gave me. He gave me a lot of talent. I ran a 5 flat at the combine.
Yep.
I had a 30-inch vertical.
Yep.
I only did 23 reps on the bench. Is that, if you look at those and don't put the name with the tape, are you drafting that guy third
Hell
overall?
no.
Exactly. So don't tell me what God gave
God
me.
gave you a nice
God
ass get off.
gave me, I had a crazy work ethic from watching film and studying, outworking
Did you
everybody.
have Did you have one of the best get offs in NFL history?
Yes, that's because of
Well,
me.
that's because God
I
gave
had
you
to
that.
work at that.
God
I had
gave
to
you that,
work at
man.
that.
God gave
I had to work
You
at
could go
that.
put your 9
So-
tape on. You the first nigga off the
So
ball.
my get off is comparable to Aaron Donald's when they're matching how fast a person get offs because I'm as gifted as him.
Nah,
Stop
because
it.
he gave both of y'all great get offs. Simple as that.
But look at the numbers, the measurables of athleticism. I don't have what they have.
Well, I'm not giving Parsons a minus because his hands is in the nigga chest. Simple as that, bro.
He
When they
did
run the ball
play.
over there, do they get
And
yards
that's
or do
why
they not get
and
yards?
that's why you grade the way you grade, and I graded as a defensive
Okay,
lineman.
Gerald, is Micah a physical football player?
No.
Okay, thank you.
No, that's
what I'm saying.
That's not what he got paid.
Right.
He got paid to
That's
disrupt
not what
the
he got
quarterback.
paid to do, but what he
Right.
did get paid to do last
So he's
night,
soft.
he didn't do it.
Okay, Micah's soft.
Jay,
That's not what
quick
he said.
question.
He said physical
When
football
three
player.
If
tight-
he's going to D-line, you
Time out.
There's
Time out.
physical
Wait,
Hold on.
wait,
Hold
wait,
on.
wait.
We did that. We did it. When 3 tight ends came in, did Lawrence Taylor say, I got to get out of here?
No, he's just
No.
a player.
Hell no. Come on. Really?
No,
Did Charles Haley say, take me out, they got 3 tight ends? No. They're physical football players who get to the quarterback, right?
There have been undersized defensive ends that impact the game.
Sometimes,
like
yeah.
Hassan Reddick, he wouldn't be in there.
No, he would not be in there. I agree.
There's other guys. You know, Mike is probably top of the line as far as being able to disrupt the game from a pass rush standpoint. If it's a running game, I don't know if you want him in there a lot, maybe half the time.
Okay, what did they do on the first play of the game last night? They ran Saquon right at and right by
Oh,
Micah
yeah.
Parsons.
I mean, I'm
'Cause
telling you,
that's-
as the offensive coordinator, I'm not afraid to run at him.
No.
Eddie, in fact, I'd rather run at him than drop back and throw a pass. And let him
I told you,
rush
I
one-on-one
know you
against my
watched these
tackle.
games last year in Dallas. Micah plays these games where they're getting run out of the building because people are running at him. Jerry said it in the press conference.
Marcus Lawrence good against the run, right? He's nice. They fucking ran at him too.
No, not last year.
He right in the middle of the shit. Come on, Skip. Come on, bro. So they ran straight at Parsons every time. When the Saints in that Packers game, they ran straight at Parsons. No runs this way.
He's got the dot on him to run at.
Come on, man. Y'all, the hate is getting outrageous in the arena, man.
No, it's just true.
It's real hate. It's real hate coming from that area over there. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's coming from.
I've defended Micah every time we talk about him. We're talking about one game, and I've been hating on him.
That's hate. If you watch last night's game and he got a D from that shit, bro, that's hate, bro. That's hate.
That's hate. No, it's not, man.
It's
I watched
hate, bro.
the tape.
Did he wreck the game? That's sort of the
you don't
bar.
You don't always have to wreck the game.
Did you sit back and say, God, he wrecked the game? I get Wednesday. I get it.
I sat back and said, damn, Saquon averaging 2 yards a carry. Whether he run at Parsons, away from Parsons, it don't fucking matter. It's 2 yards a carry.
But he's been doing that all year.
That's what I
All
said.
right. Well, everybody's been playing great fucking run defense against them all year.
Yeah.
That don't take away from what the Eagles did against the Packers.
Because
he got 2 yards.
The truth about Saquon, if you look at all his Giants years, he was 3 yards a carry, except he'd pop one a game. One a game. He'd either catch it and pop it or break it off tackle.
Well, he was probably finna pop one yesterday. Parsons stopped
This
that
is
shit.
not the type of game. This is not the type of game you go out and sign Micah Parsons for. This is not. This is Micah Parsons a closer. You get a lead. Green Bay get their offense going and get a lead in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
The team's got to throw it. That's
a lot of money to pay for a closer.
Closers are.
You got
to. Von Miller made a lot of money in his career being a closer, right? Von Miller's not a guy you want in there on first down against and play double team power and duo and all that.
You like Von against the run.
I do. I like Parsons against the run. Y'all
That's
act like
not why you pay him. Is what I'm saying.
It's not trash to me. Von wasn't trash against the run. Parsons ain't trash.
All right, the arena is divided on Micah Parsons. We've got good grades over here, bad over here. The chat's giving me mostly a C, so we're all confused.
All right.
We're all confused, okay? He's middle of the pack right now. Let's look at his division, though, because the NFC North right now is tight. It's going to be a battle. Who's going to win the division? Right now we have the Lions and, shockingly, the Bears at the top with 6-3. And then right behind them we have the Packers 5-3 and that one tie with your Cowboys.
Yep.
And then right behind them is the 5-4 Vikings, an absolute battle. So, Aqib, who's going to win the NFC North?
I'm going to ride with my Super Bowl pick. I'm going to go with the Lions. I think they're the most complete team, offense, defense, when you look at it. They secondary getting back intact. They had them guys all hurt and suspended and everything else. They getting back intact. Roberson, he getting a lot of reps, so he could fill in for DJ Reed. I don't think DJ Reed coming back. But they got the quarterback who played in a bunch of big games, man. He got a Super Bowl on his belt, bunch of playoff games. They got the most experienced quarterback out the group. And then I look at the other teams. The Bears, super young at quarterback, kind of sporadic. He playing his ass off right now. I will give him that. Ben Johnson got something going there, but they schedule gonna crank up. It's gonna get a lot harder these last 6 or 7 games or whatever they got left. The Vikings, their QB is a winner, but I just don't see him beating these better teams late in the stretch. He still got work to do. I think he'll win a lot of games in his career. Still got a lot of work to do, and they can't afford to lose. In that division, you can't afford to lose 2 more games. You know what I'm saying? They played damn near their whole division a few times. They're going to lose 2 more games, so I think that's going to get them out of there. And the Packers, shit, you lost your number 1 guy. I love how the Packers play, but clearly last night you see who was missing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He don't got his number 1 guy.
You're talking about Tucker Kraft.
I'm talking about Tucker Kraft.
Yeah.
And I feel like going forward, he's going to be missed. It's hard to remake your offense in 7 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You only got 7 weeks. It's hard to refinish your offense in that short span of time, man. So
and they missed Golden last night too.
They did, but even Golden, he's been in there. He ain't really been doing shit though. You know what I'm saying? He ain't.
Jaden Reed wasn't there either.
Dobbs got hurt too. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's a mess from their pass catchers.
It
you
is.
lose your number 1 guy, it's gonna be tough. So I'm riding with the Lions. I like them.
You want to go?
Yeah, I like the Lions as well. I think the Packers, I wouldn't count them out though.
Oh.
A team that plays good defense, to me, later the season goes, the better chance you have. And because it's going to get colder. I know there's some dome teams here. But they got the Giants, they got the Vikings twice, they got the Browns, they got the Broncos. And and they got the Lions, who they already beat, right? Now, the great game is going to be Week 16 when they play Baltimore. Both those teams will be playing for a division championship, I think, in that game. But I still think the Packers, if I was going to take a team, I always lean on the side of the best defense, and the best defense in the division goes to the Packers. So I don't disagree. I like the Lions pick. I'm going to still take the Packers, I think. I think Jordan Love will figure it out. Matt LaFleur is a good football coach. When you're holding teams to 16 points and you're 1-3, you're going to score points. You got to, Gerald. You got to score some points. They got to. They'll figure it out, hopefully. I'm just trying to disagree with Aqib. I still think the Lions will win.
Yeah, I got the Lions too. Favorable schedule for who they are as a team who's been here before, and best quarterback, best offense, best run game, best pass rusher in the division. And if it comes down to them in Chicago, let's say they got to go to Chicago, they even schedule right now. Let's say it comes down to them in Chicago, and they got to go to Chicago. They've been here before. Their experience is why I'm giving it to them, because last year they faced the same thing. Minnesota Lions to win the division. Final game was the score 31-9. They've been here before, coaching, everything. I got the Lions. I feel like they're gonna finish this thing out.
I don't disagree with anything you've said about your pick of the Lions, but the Bears are starting to intrigue me.
Really?
Because of Caleb plus Ben. Caleb is growing up right before your eyes. I think he is starting to. We got somebody coming in.
I'm laughing at Cody making entries and shit.
What's he doing here? I don't know what he was doing. But look, all of a sudden, is it possible that by the end of the year, you're going to say that Caleb Williams is the best quarterback in this division? Is that possible? Because he's starting to go there, to me, where he's on a team that is running away with turnover differential, which always tells the tale in the end. It just does. You just look at it every year and say, oh, that's why they did that. The Bears are plus 14, run away first in turnover differential. Next on that list is Tampa and Jacksonville at plus 8. So they're 6 clear of everybody in turnover differential because they've taken it away 20 times and they've only given it away 6 times. That'll work, man. I don't care what you say. They're 6-3. They're tied for first with a new coach that's the boy genius who's starting to turn the quarterback in the right direction. And what I love about Caleb is he's only 8th in quarterback rushing yards. So he's a great escaper, man. But he is escaping to throw, not to run. Jackson Dart, to a fault, escapes to run, right? He's just going to, if I don't see it, I just go. Or they're calling runs for him, and now you see what's happening.
And they're winning in ways that are great for confidence building for a quarterback. They've come from behind 3 games in a row. And that, when you go in the locker room and your quarterback comes from behind, it gives everybody confidence that no matter the situation of the game, Caleb can bring him back. That's huge for quarterbacks.
It is.
You know
and I know this the National Football League, Skip, but out of them 6 wins, it's Cowboys, the Raiders, the Commanders, the Saints, the Bengals, and the Giants.
And you know who gave them a beatdown? The Lions.
They did. It was a
52-21. The Lions beat the Bears.
And the Vikings whooped on them too. They won by a field goal.
It was the week after they crushed the Cowboys, which shocked me.
Right.
Maybe I'm still a prisoner of that game because I was really impressed with the whole Bears operation against the Cowboys.
I agree with you. I think the schedule's been light,
It's
and
light.
they almost lost to the ass Bengals. I mean,
At the start of the year, I picked the Bears to win the division, but it's because I expected their defense to be better than they are.
Okay.
They turning on now.
The defense.
They're cranking up that defense. They taking that ball away.
Yeah, they are taking the ball away. It's just, I just feel like that defense compared to what they'll need to be is just top to bottom. Just the Lions collectively is just
So their last game, Skip, they got the Vikings again in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
They got the Steelers. They got the Eagles, the Packers.
Yep.
Who you talking
They
about?
got the Browns, the Bears. Then they got the Browns. Then they got the Packers, the Niners, and the Lions. Like, it's going to crank up. It ain't going to be just, easy pickings like it was
Okay.
at the beginning
but
of the
they
year.
end with Lions and Packers in Chicago, right?
They play the
got Niners on the
in
road.
San Fran. They got
Niners
fly
on
across
the
the
road.
world.
Okay.
Play the Niners, then they come home to play the Lions.
Okay.
There's only been one division game. The Packers beat the Lions Otherwise, everybody's got to play each other twice.
Yeah.
Bears got to play the Packers twice, right?
I mean, Bears done played they
Lions
played the
gotta play
Lions
the Bears.
and they
Played
played
the
the
Lions,
Vikings.
yeah.
So
Oh,
they
did?
played them once, yeah.
Yeah.
They lost to the Lions. They 0-2 in the division right now.
Ooh, that hurts.
The one
Feel me?
thing I
Starting off
don't
bad.
like about your Detroit Lions is I don't like what came across as his desperation move, Dan Campbell calling plays, which we're about to talk
Yeah.
about. I just don't love that. That just seemed
I
wrong.
love that.
Okay?
Well, yeah, let's actually talk about
Yeah.
that because, Dan Campbell, he took over play calling duties from the first-year offensive coordinator, John Morton, this past week. But they did put up 44 points, so pretty impressive on offense. So let's take a look at what Dan Campbell had to say about it.
It was just let's try something a little different, right? And look, I know what I want to do. I know how I want to do it. Now, that being said, this is a collaborative effort now. I mean, I was taking input from John Morton that whole time and the other coaches. So, hey, man, what do you think here? 3rd down. All right, we get into this 3rd and 7 plus. Blah 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 blah. All right, where are we at? Give me the. So this is, man, this is all encompassing. Man, we all work together. Coaches did a hell of a job. But I just wanted to change it up a little bit. Let's just see if maybe a different play caller can maybe get us a little rhythm.
There you go.
Ooh, so Jay, Dan Campbell taking over play calling. Do you like that? Good move or bad?
I mean, he's a head coach. He can do what the hell he wants. Dan Quinn took over for Joe Whittaker in Washington calling a defense. It happens. I mean, if I'm a head coach, I want to take over play calling offense. I would like to do it against the Commanders because they can't stop anybody right now. So that really makes. Let's see how he does the next time. It's just really hard. As long as he's collaborating, and that's the way it is about a play caller. Whether it's me or Sean McVay calling or me and Kevin O'Connell calling, it really didn't matter because during the week we come up with the plan. We situational 3rd and 2 to 4, 3rd and 5. What do you like? What do you like? Red zone, 2nd and 5 at the 5. It's collaborative, but he is right. He is the one calling the play. He gets in the rhythm calling plays. He's a big believer in running the football, power football. Jahmyr Gibbs had a huge day, had 3 touchdowns. So he's going to be a guy that's going to really want to get this running game going. And then I'm sure he'll collaborate with Johnny Moe about the pass plays and whatever he likes to do. So whatever he likes to do, he's a head coach. He can do it. I'm not a big fan of changing it right now. Jared Goff probably used to saying, Johnny Morton calling plays, but as long as it works, it better work. It better work.
Real quick, do you know Johnny Morton at all? Did you cross
Yeah,
paths?
yeah. So Johnny, yeah.
And what's your read on him? How would you describe
He's been
him?
around some very good coaches in his career. He really has. He's well schooled, but for whatever reason, they had a tough time against Minnesota. They couldn't pick up a stunt. Quarterback got hit a lot. Jared Goff was really shaky in the pocket. He threw a lot of balls in the dirt in that game. Didn't look very good. Didn't look like Jared Goff comfort-wise in the pocket. And maybe Dan Campbell just wanted to, hey, we got to get back to our physical approach.
Yeah.
Let's beef up on the inside. Let's run the ball. Get the ball out of Jared's hands a little fast. So I don't know what the reason was because really they scored 52 against the Bears. They scored 38 against the Ravens, 34 against the Browns, 37 against the Bengals, 24 in a win against the Bucks. They scored 24 against the Vikes and lost. So I'm not saying, it's not like they were getting shut out every week.
But what they were doing,
shit.
they lost 2 out of the last 3 games, and this before the change, and they averaged 21 points them 3 games. You know what I'm saying? 24, 24, 17. So with that group of guys, man, if you feel like you can get more out of them, shit, you get more out of them. And
Chiefs, Bucks, and Vikes. Then he lines up and calls the plays against the Commanders, who's averaging.
but that's what
40.
he said. He's trying to establish a rhythm. I don't give a fuck who we play. We drop 44. That's a rhythm.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
We're going to have a nice little rhythm going into that next week. So, shit, it wasn't no rhythm averaging 21 points with them guys. And he said it was collaborative. I guarantee you, Jared Goff had something to do. He probably asked him first. What you think if I call a play? JG probably was like, shit, yeah, we need something, coach, because however it went. But part of that collaborative effort, Jared Goff had something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? He was part of that. Wouldn't he be part of it if you was doing it?
Yes, he would.
Exactly. So I think it's a great move, man. He feel like he can get more out of the guys. He got more out of the guys. He said Johnny Morton is not just put in the back burners. He's still a part of the game plan. He's still a part of the huddle when we call them plays in game. You know what I'm saying? So far, so good.
Yeah, and I love the move for a couple of different reasons. So you think about John Morton. He's only been an OC twice. One was at USC, where they were 65th in the country as an offense. The next time he was with the Jets in 2017, they scored 18 points a game. Then he was a passing games coordinator in Denver where Russell Wilson was there, and they threw 191 yards a game. So he might been in a little over his head as being the play caller because you're taking over an offense that was number 1 in the league last year.
High power.
And calling plays is different than being creative with the play. Coach, you know this. Play calling is a skill. Like, you got to be able to adjust and know this and do it. It might have been just a little over his head. But the reason I love this more so is because of Dan Campbell's history. He was the interim in Miami. Then where did he go after that? He went to the Saints as the assistant head coach under who? Sean Payton, a Super Bowl winning head coach who also calls plays. And he was there for 4 years. He learned under Sean Payton how to call plays and be the head coach. Calling plays and being the head coach will tell you, is not an easy thing. But he did it for 4 years, and he learned under Sean Payton. Why is he confident in this? He knows who he has, and he's learned how to do it. So he can call plays and be the head coach. That's why he said, listen, we got to switch this thing up. What did he say? I was listening. What do you think? What do you think? But ultimately, he made a decision because he sees the vision. Calling plays is different than just being creative with the plays. And so that's why I love the move because he's trained to do this.
And the one thing Dan's going to be is he's going to be decisive and confident about whatever play he calls. It may not work for them.
Right.
But he is going to be confident and decisive, and the players are going to believe whatever he calls is going to work. And there is a lot of merit to that.
It is.
You don't want a play caller going, I can get let's go trips right. No, let's go trips left. No, let's go double. Let's go trips. Let's go snug right. Dan Campbell is going to call the play, be decisive, and expect them to execute.
I'm sorry. I immediately thought this was a desperate cherry pick by Dan Campbell, who changed the culture that he created by calling plays because it takes him out of the leadership position. And I know you did it and you wear both hats, but you played quarterback and it comes naturally to you. He's not been a play caller ever before. He's not been an OC ever before. Played tight end, obviously, when he played. And I thought he was the commanding officer, like the most commanding officer in the NFL. And all of a sudden, if you put this on and you put your glasses on, you lose a little control of the football game. And you've been there because there are a lot of big decisions that have to get made where you're torn, you're distracted because you're trying to anticipate your play sheet. And all of a sudden, there's a big defensive decision that needs to be made. And you're like, damn, and it's collaborative and you're relying on your coordinator, your defensive coordinator. I got it. But this guy will feel a little differently. And when I say cherry pick, to your point, the Commanders 29th in points allowed and 30th in yards allowed. So that was like, thank you, like gimme, right? That's like a 1-foot putt to me. Or maybe it's a 6-inch putt.
It was a practice game for him.
1-footers are tough, Skip.
Yeah, hey, 1-footers are. Hey,
they are, man.
side hill, ooh, you close your eyes.
They're hard.
Right? But the point is, Brian Flores does this to a lot of people. A lot of quarterbacks throw it in the dirt when they're playing Brian Flores because he's going to come at you in so many unanticipated ways. And to score 24 on them is not all bad. It was 27-24, okay? And yet, under John Morton, this offense for a while was on an historic pace of point scoring. Historic, like people are talking about. Could this be the greatest offense ever? After 4 weeks, that's what we were talking about. And they're still second in points scored. Second in points scored, and you lost your job. You threw him under your bus. And I'm sure John Morton's a good guy and like a good team guy, and so he's not going to say a word about it. But I can't, Coach, I can't believe he's real happy about it because I think if you were sitting in his chair, you wouldn't be real pleased about this because it shows you up. It makes you the scapegoat. For what? For the second most points scored in the league? I don't know.
It's never easy to do. Never easy to do.
No, I got it. But there's the old saying about if you want something done right, you do it yourself. And that's what Dan Campbell said. He said, screw this. I don't love what I'm seeing. So to your points, I look deeper into the numbers. So they're second in points scored, but they're 11th in yards. They're tied for 25th in third down conversion. So he's looking at that saying, we can be better there. I can do this. I know I can do it. And I do think you're probably right. Maybe it was a Jared Goff call. If that's true, that's fine. But there's the old, don't let the inmates run the asylum, even the quarterback, because he's still an inmate to me in the grand scheme of things, where sometimes you have to save him from himself. It was working just fine. There's no shame in losing 27-24 to Brian Flores. You love him, don't you?
I do, but if you average 21 points for 3 weeks straight, that's the equivalent to on defense shit.
Yeah.
We giving up 28 points for 3 weeks straight. It's like, bro, what the fuck is we doing? Fuck what we did in the first 8 weeks. For the last 3 weeks, we getting our shit hit.
Yeah.
So it's a problem.
Packers would be undefeated if they averaged 21. How about that?
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a fact.
Very true.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe he's seen some minor details. He played on the top defense in history. I'm sure there were some minor details that y'all paid attention to. You like, hey, listen, this is going to get us beat when we play these certain teams. So he's probably looking like, we got to get this part fixed. It might be hidden now. When the playoffs hit, everything gets magnified.
Okay.
So he probably was like,
that
hey.
can also go for your new play caller.
It can.
All of a sudden.
But if we going to die, we going to die with me calling
Yeah,
the
I'm
shot.
the guy, so
You know what
we
I'm saying?
going down, I'll go
And then
down with me calling.
I ain't saying it's just easy, but it's the new regime. Skip, half the league do it.
No,
you know what I'm saying? It's half the head coaches in the league call their own plays. So it ain't like this some, oh my God, it's the head coach calling his own plays. What is he? Everybody do that shit now, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of them are pretty successful at it. So including your guy, Shoddy, right? He do it. He handle it and handle the offense. He ain't never done it before, right? He doing a great job at it, right?
We scored 40 on Micah Parsons.
You're right.
How about that? Huh?
The offense
That's
ain't the
pretty
problem.
great. Yeah.
The leadership in the offense ain't the problem with the Cowboys. We know what the problem is.
Yeah.
It'll get fixed.
We don't have Micah Parsons, right?
No, we
They
got
don't
had
have
him.
They
We
don't
had him
have
all
those
those years.
defensive linemen with their hands outside the damn thing.
Outside.
They not
All
driving.
outside.
They not driving the old.
They got bigger problems than that.
They ain't driving right.
They ain't physical at all. I watched that tape too, Skip. Y'all got a bigger problem than
Against Arizona, you mean?
No, before that. Y'all got
All
a big
year.
problem with how they running the games, how it's being coached, the physicality up front. It's a lot. Y'all
The
got
back end, they
bigger
confused
problems
on the
than
back
that, man.
end, so they just don't believe in it.
We have Q in the middle of our defense, right?
They help, for
Big
sure.
Quinnan.
He always got his hands outside. Right?
He does.
Oh,
All right, you guys.
And wait, don't underestimate. We got Logan Wilson at linebacker.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Hey,
Kenny, whatever
the
Kenny
reading
is.
Kenny Wilson.
Kenny Logan.
Kenny Logan.
Kenny
Kenny
Logan.
Put a junior at the end of that motherfucker. Kenny Logan Wilson Jr. You feel me?
Yeah, why not?
All right, guys. So 80% of the chat said that they like that Dan Campbell took it over. They're fine with it. They like it. But so yesterday, we were all talking about the head coaching job for the Giants. And you know who everybody voted for?
Who's that?
Your brother.
Big
Everybody
For the wrong
won.
Gruden.
Everybody wanted to die. Sorry, Jay.
That's all right.
So,
I
Jay,
wouldn't get a vote.
if it actually came down to it and he was offered the job, how interested would John be in the head coaching job for the Giants?
I think he'd be very interested. He loves football. He loves Jackson Dart. If you want a guy to run RPOs and zone reads, he's not your guy. If you want a guy to come in ability and challenge your quarterback every day with personnel groupings, formations, snap counts, motions, a way to develop quarterback the right way, then yeah, I'd be interested in having John come and coach my team. You know, does he have some stuff in his background? Maybe he does. But if you want a guy that gets the most out of your quarterback, the most out of your team, then I believe John Gruden would be a good fit. Does he want to do it? I have no idea. I just had dinner with them Wednesday. We talked about family. We talked about other things. We did not talk about this.
You ain't asked me.
No, hell no.
How you ain't asked your brother?
I did go to his office, though,
Yeah.
and steal a bunch of T-shirts. I got all kinds of T-shirts.
There's no way me and my brother wouldn't have that conversation.
No, you know what? Actually, it didn't come up until like the other day, really, because
And you-
Dayball
you
They
have-
all got fired yesterday.
he just got fired the other day, so
Yeah,
it
you're
didn't
right.
even come
You're
You
up.
right.
haven't
So
talked
this
to
is-
him
yeah.
last night or
No.
get any?
No. I was
Okay.
traveling. I was on flights. I'll call him. You want me to call him right now?
You put him on FaceTime. That's my guy, you know. What's up?
Hey, John.
No, I know he loves football. He loves a coach. If given the opportunity, if he's lucky enough to get one, he would really think about it. I think he'd be a great choice because, like I said, if you have a young quarterback that's talented like Jackson, you want a guy like John that's going to challenge him every day. You know, some of these guys, let's just let Jackson, your dart pick the guy. Let's just run. Let's make it easy. Let's keep the same terminology.
Yeah.
That's why they
want a
bought him
guy-
with a barrel.
You gotta challenge a quarterback every day. This quarterback position is no joke. That's why we're going to get into Shedeur and all this later on. There is a lot of information that you need to know, and it takes years. I mean, years and years to really to master it. So yeah, I think he'd be perfect.
Why does he love Jackson Dart? Has he talked about him?
He likes everybody.
Right. Well,
No, he likes good quarterback play. He loves good quarterback play. He loved him at Ole Miss. John has those quarterback camps.
He does.
And he came in and he had a lot of fun with them and has a lot of respect for his talent and what he is as a person.
And what do you think? Obviously, he's been through a little bit of drama on the backside of things. Has his confidence level? Do you think he's going to get another head coaching job in the NFL?
I don't know what he thinks. I know that he's still heavily involved in football. He's got
Yeah.
2 servers in his office. He watches all kinds of film. He's got cut-ups out the ass. A lot of quarterbacks, a lot of players, a lot of coaches go to his office in the offseason and study with him. So he's heavily involved in X's and O's still. So, I mean, it's not like if you hire him like, well, he's been out of football. He's not out of football.
Yeah.
He's in football more so than a lot of coaches are right now in their coaching. That's for sure. So I think he'd be up to the task. It doesn't matter. He's 61 years old. You know what I mean? He's been through it. He's been through the ringer a little bit. He's got a lot going on in his life right now. He likes to play golf. Would he want to spend that time necessary? Get up at 3 o'clock in the morning every day? Draw cards for walkthrough?
Head coaching, that's a crazy gig.
That's tough. And he's very active in the quarterback and the walkthrough cards and the practice cards, the scripts, all that stuff. I mean,
want
it
it
takes
done
a
right.
lot of time.
Yeah,
man.
you want it done right.
And,
You got to do it yourself.
Yeah, that's just the way we've always done it, and that's the way he does it.
Was there ever a point last 3-4 years when he sat back and said, well, I guess I'm out for good. They're never going to let me have a shot again?
I don't think he ever felt that way, that negative about it. I think there was probably a point in time when it first initially happened that he was probably down in the dumps a little bit. It hurt him pretty bad, but I think the more he talked to people and people reached out to him, the better he felt. And he's got a lot of friends, a lot of people in the coaching world and not coaching world that have had a lot of support for him, and he still talks to and works with. So yeah, he's in a good place right now.
So how would you see this job as you would rank it as a job that people would want? Do you think it's a great job, a good job?
I think it's a great job, really.
Okay.
I think when Malik Neighbors comes back, they got 2 good backs. They got to fix their back end on the secondary. They got some pass rushers that can get home. So yeah, I mean, you give me a top line receiver, you give me a young quarterback like that, and a couple backs, fix the offensive line, get a tight end in there, fix the back end a little bit. They're 5 or 6 players away from being competitive to win NFC East.
Yeah.
He get the job. You going with him or what?
No, I'm too old.
That's not true. And plus, would he ever let you call his plays?
No, I would
Hell
never
no,
even
he call
ask
his
that.
own
No,
play.
hell no. I would never let him call my plays either. So
Okay.
take that.
All right.
So take that.
But the OC still can just collaborate and help him take a little bit of the load
That's
off.
the whole thing.
Who would he trust more than, you know what I'm saying, bro?
You come up with ideas and
Exactly.
Yeah. It's all situational ball and then shot plays first. Those are my favorite, man. Give me some fun motions, play action, pass, pull, go back.
I remember they used to burn the shit out of me in practice. Joey Galloway, old ass.
God.
He used to play about 5 plays a practice. I knew he was going deep.
Yeah.
I still couldn't stop it.
That little corner post, man.
Hey, he used to hit me with that. I was a
Safety
rookie.
would jump the high
I was a
cross.
rookie and shit. He used to just say, I love how aggressive you are. Hit me with that fucking corner
So
post.
what's your best guess on which direction the Giants will go if you step back and analyze it? What would you think they would do?
You know what? They've tried special team coach and Joe Judge. They've tried Brian Daboll, an offensive-minded guy. Maybe Brian Flores. Maybe a defensive guy, hard-nosed guy to really get people in there. Maybe try to appease Jackson Dart, get Lane Kiffin, but I don't think Lane Kiffin's going to leave college, do you?
I doubt it.
right
'cause
price,
he was
right?
a hot commodity.
The problem is a lot of people want to go out and get the young guy like Sean McVay and all that. That's my fault because I made him the youngest coordinator in history. Now everybody wants that, but I don't think there's a guy out there right now because all of Sean's coaches I don't think are really – Chris Shula, the defensive coach, might be a great option for him. But the young coaches playing – I don't know. I just
You
don't
don't
know
think
what
anybody would go get Spags?
Spags. I don't know how excited that would make the
Spags,
fan base. You know what I mean?
Look
I don't
at
know.
his record as a head coach.
I think he already done had his shot, and
I
now
know.
he just one of the guys. You a DC, man.
It just seems like in years past, there's always been a young coordinator like Ben Johnson, somebody out there that people want to go get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was one of those guys at one time. Now the young coordinators for the good teams.
They knew because
Yeah.
all the Ben Johnsons are head coaches right now.
Yeah.
Or the head coach
So
calls
these
the
guys
plays.
got to earn their keep right now. They got to be at that OC for some years and let their team be good for some years, just like Ben them did. So,
Yeah. So it's tough. It's a tough.
man, they
situation
need a
for the Giants.
leader. They need a
They need
head
to-
coach.
Yeah.
Bring
So-
people in to interview them. Then they got to decide if they're going to keep the GM or not.
Well, it sounds like they did.
Yeah,
They are.
so-
Yeah.
That takes out a lot of people.
Mike Kafka, who took over as the interim, has been a finalist. I know he was in Seattle, maybe the Bears.
I played with Mike in Tampa.
Oh, you did? Wow. What's your read on him?
No, Mike would be great for Jackson Dart. I don't know.
I mean, he's obviously been with him,
Yeah, he would be great for him, and Mike is extremely smart. That's why when he flew up in the ranks so fast, I wasn't surprised. 'Cause he was always, a lot of people know the game, but they just can't do it. But Mike he's one of those guys. He's cerebral in his thinking. So Mike could be good, but being the head coach for the Giants is bigger than just you got to be able to handle all of that in New York, man. And that's why I say Gruden is the guy, man. That ain't gonna faze him.
You got to lead it.
You got to be able to handle everything that comes with being the head coach for the New York Football Giants. You got to be able to handle it. So you need a guy like Gruden.
And somebody who understands the pressures of New York and the history of the New York Giants, and John understands that. You're a veteran guy that has a lot of respect for the LTs of the world and the Bill Parcells of the world. The history of their organization matters. You know what I mean? And somebody who can lead, that'd be a good fit.
The players got to look at that coach and be like, here we go. Like, you look at all them first-round picks on the Giants, all that star power in that locker room. If you bring a guy like Shula is doing a great job.
I'm just trying to think of a young coach.
I fuck with him. Don't hear this and think I don't fuck with you, coach. I fuck with you. But if you put him in front of that team, hey, the respect level is just not gonna be there, bro. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take a real personality, a real leader to get in front of that Giants team and turn that shit around.
Yeah.
Well, you look at the best teams in the league right now. Detroit, they're not going to really. Denver, who's their staff, who's their up and coming. Your boy, the defensive coordinator.
Vance, he already had his shot.
Vance.
Right? He could do it.
Should Jackson Dart pick the head coach of the Giants, you think, Jay?
No.
Jackson Dart.
You don't know nothing about football yet.
No.
He gonna go.
Heck no, man. You see
My job is
He'll be the
dad.
first guy I would have introduced
please.
to the head coach.
Yeah.
Whoever gets the job, have Jackson come and introduce himself. You know what I mean? But no, Jackson, stay out of that. Just stay in your lane. Go dance with your girlfriend on TikTok. Get ready for next year.
For real.
So I realize your brother went through his issues, but to me, your brother is an iconic figure in pro football, and he was the Monday Night Football guy for a long time. And he did win a Super Bowl, and to Aqib's point, it's New York City. You need a guy, like a real guy, an iconic guy, a guy with legacy, and your brother has big legacy to me. And it would be a great fit because nobody's looking at their phone in the first meeting because John, as you know, just takes over a meeting where whew,
If you played for him, you know.
Yeah.
And I was there with him in Vegas, and I done had a lot of head coaches. A lot. So, but when you walk in their room, you just butt to the back of the seat, and he demands your attention.
he does.
Knock on wood if you're with me.
Knock it up.
Hey.
Let's knock it up.
Make sure you locked in, man.
All right, let's talk about the Browns, one of our favorite subjects with Shedeur Sanders, because the Jets last week decided to, our producer over there, decided to get rid of Sauce and Quentin Williams and still embarrass Dillon, Gabriel, and the Browns. Jets beat the Browns. So Stefanski says they're sticking with Gabriel as QB1. And I'm just curious, if he had this patience and loyalty with Baker, where would the Browns be right now? He's got patience for this kid. So I'm convinced at this point that he's paying Gabriel to tank so that they get the first overall draft pick. Skip, I know you were tweeting about it on Sunday.
I was.
You were going crazy on Twitter, so this is what you said. How much longer do I have to watch Dillon Gabriel dink and dunk and clunk before Shedeur gets his turn? So what do you think? How much longer do we got to watch this?
Dink and dunk and clunk and lose. I just can't watch it anymore. He gets worse by the game to me. And this was the Jets who had just traded away Quentin and Sauce. The Jets with Justin Fields throwing for a grand total of 56 yards. The Jets who had only 46 plays to the Browns 70 plays. It was 70 plays to 46. So Dillon Gabriel got all these chances, 70 plays worth of chances, and you lost to the Jets 27-20. And in the big picture, you have now started 5 games and you're completing 59% of your passes while trying to not lose, dink and dunk, and you're only 59%. That's the second worst in the NFL to Cam Ward. And he's averaging 5 yards per attempt, which is by far the worst in the National Football League. And 124 yards passing per game is by far the worst in the National Football League. So I like him. He's a good guy. I watched him all those games at Oklahoma, all the games at Oregon, all the way back to UCF. You know, I got it. I know what he is and what he's not. And I've seen enough. And I would just like, I don't care if they're playing the 85 Bears this coming Sunday. I don't care because Shedeur will stand up to the test. That team will look different with Shedeur playing quarterback, taking over the huddle, making a play here or there, playing to win as opposed to not to lose. And it's just time to just give him a shot. They got Baltimore at home. Okay, just give him a shot because the world wants to see it. I think the locker room wants to see it. And I know Coach is going to say, yeah, but he just doesn't know what he doesn't know. And you're right. It's the hardest position to play in sports by far. Yeah. But I think he was born to play it at this level. And I think that team will start to percolate and take off with him under center. It's time.
Coach?
Go ahead, man. I mean, I know you want Shedeur. Go ahead, yell about it.
I ain't going to yell about it.
Yell at Stefanski.
I'm honestly tired of yelling about it.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
I actually watched Dillon Gabriel for 5 games, and I agree. I think they should give Shedeur a chance.
It's bad.
Dillon, he's a great kid.
He is.
He's an accurate kid.
Yeah.
He looks small in the pocket. He plays small in the pocket.
He plays small.
He takes a lot of sacks. There's really not a lot of zip on his passes. You know what I mean? There's really not a lot to. I mean, I want to like him. There's really not a lot of like from when you start to say what skill set does he have that really excites me. Well, is it accuracy? I guess he's averaging 5 yards an attempt. You know, is it arm strength? Not really. Is it escapability?
Nope.
Not really. Is it size? No. Is it speed? No.
Is it leadership?
Well, we don't know about that. You don't know.
I know about that.
You don't know about that.
Fuck no.
So, yeah, I just think that the sample size of Dillon Gabriel has not gone well. I agree with you guys on that. However, Shedeur does have a bad back. I mean,
supposedly.
Who don't got a bad back?
They can't lie about bad backs on the injury report. You can't, right, Gerald?
Yeah, you can.
You can't lie on.
If I don't want to play, if I got a contract.
If Shedeur Sanders came out and said, my back's not hurt, the Cleveland Browns would get fined $100 million.
Well,
right?
he did say that.
He
that
did.
First day.
Yeah.
He said, I was cool to play.
He didn't want to admit he hurt his back in pregame warm-up. But anyway, so I'm with you guys. I'm ready to see what this Shedeur Sanders is all about because he's not really big either. His arm strength really isn't that great. His escapability really isn't that great either. So what difference is he going to make with this offense? The coverages that Dillon Gabriel is seeing is pretty tough. There's a lot of match too deep. I mean, that's why he rushed for 50 yards last week. There's nobody damn open. This poor cat going back to pass.
I saw a 4th and 1 where everybody was open.
4th and 1 was bad.
Everybody was fucking
that was
open.
A bad
He got
play.
sacked.
He got sacked.
All right, well, you can't say nobody wasn't open for that.
I just be careful about your expectations when they do put Shedeur in there. This is not a very good offensive football team. The offensive line's not very good. They got an exceptional running back. I love this running back is really good.
He's really good.
He's really good. That'll help. But just beware. I'm looking forward to watching him. I hope he gets in and does it.
I think the Cleveland fan base should just boycott at this point. We ain't buying no tickets.
Yeah.
But not everybody feels the same way as you guys.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they
Yes,
do.
they
The fan base does.
The fan base does.
Who?
The
Twitter.
Twitter.
The chat.
Yeah, the chat never lies.
I know a couple Cleveland Brown fans.
They're fine with Gabriel?
I listen to Cleveland Brown radio. The radio guys are like, what the fuck?
No.
Mr. and
He's
Mrs.
taking-
Gabriel.
You know what I'm saying? So they boycott the whole shit. Say we ain't coming unless Shedeur in. The game will be blacked out locally. Hey man, sometimes you gotta force your hand. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland
Little
Brown
boycott.
fan, force your fucking hand, man. Force your hand.
Just what are your expectations when he does come in, though? What is going to happen? Are they going to line up in shotgun and throw the ball 45 times?
We don't know.
460 yards.
But what we do
what
know
do you think is going to happen?
It's not going to be scary.
bad?
Our quarterback is not going to look like a little scared little baby. That's what Gabriel looked like right now.
Yeah.
I guarantee you it don't look like that. What's the worst that can happen? It look the same? Well, if it looked the same, then
I'm
okay.
with you. I'm
But
with
we
you on
tried
that.
him.
I just want to
Now
know
at least we know
what your realistic expectations were.
our
when he
realistic
comes in.
expectations is to see everything we got on our roster so we can know if we need to draft a quarterback in the first round or not. You might have one in your building right now.
You might.
So let's find out. You know what I'm saying? We gave him 5-6 games. Let's give him 5-6 games and find out. If he's not the guy, both of y'all could be gone. You a 5th round pick. We don't owe you shit. You can be gone. Boom. We gave you a shot. You can be gone. We need to get a quarterback. Let's get one in free agency. Let's get one in the draft. But right now, we don't know why he's not getting his shot.
I would be shocked if he doesn't get some playing time before the season's over. I think he'll get the last 4 or 5 games at least.
Okay. Go.
They play Baltimore or something? They played them once already, right?
Yep.
Yeah, in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Baltimore is the team that the report said that he said no to, right?
Yep.
Yeah. If he's going to play, that's the only thing I got to say about this. I would love for it to be Sunday so he could show them why he said no.
Okay.
I don't want to sit behind Lamar because I'm not a backup. And his first opportunity, if he plays at least decent enough, if you want to show why you said no, I would love for it to be versus Baltimore.
Remember,
And that's
he,
all-
said,
and
he
that's-
said no on the fly. I think they were going to take him in the 4th round.
Yeah,
And
I don't.
he said, I don't want to.
I don't know like the facts
Right.
of the report, but the report
Yeah,
was.
it was.
So
Yeah.
just based off the report, I would love for it to be versus Baltimore, so he can show like this is why I told y'all no, because this is.
I don't think
You
that's
know.
happening.
I know, but
Definitely not happening.
That's not happening this
you know.
weekend.
That's all I got on it.
I think what will happen, no matter who he starts against, is what happened in that first preseason game. And you always say it's just the preseason, it's
Right.
straight vanilla. I got it. But playing that position, you just see it or you don't. And you could just see he starts completing footballs and the bench starts jumping up and down, especially the veterans, none of whom were playing. That they're up standing, applauding because they saw what was coming because they've been seeing flashes of it in camp. And they do have Judy, and they do have Njoku, and they have that kid Fan Jr. who catches a lot of balls.
You do.
And you can flip it to that little back occasionally. There's enough weaponry there that you can make something happen that hasn't been happening. The defense, as you pointed out earlier, it's really good. And I think it's been losing heart because it loses games. So if suddenly he just makes a couple of big plays, it just ignites. And you say, oh, where was that? Well, it starts with that position and what he can do at that position just on natural gift, just instinct. You're talking about God-given, he's got God-given. And he's not the biggest guy, but he is 6'2", and he sees it pretty well.
Right.
And his arm is Brady-esque to me. It's pretty good enough to make all the throws when you have to make those throws. And he moves much better than Dillon Gabriel moves. He can move when dared, or at Colorado, they called a bunch of quarterback draws and read options for him on key plays. I just know he's got that it thing.
That's what he got.
That will detonate.
Why do you know that?
Because I've been watching him, and I know his dad. I know his dad really well, and his dad really. And you say, it's just daddy believes in son, right? No, Dion believes in this kid and has believed in him as a
Usually you
quarterback.
don't know though. You know what I'm saying? You don't know until you see him in practice. He look one way. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know if he's ready. But then when you put that person with that it factor in, it's like that. Bam. Like kind of what Dart got. Dart got that shit.
Yeah.
Right?
This NFL speed, man.
I know.
I got this pass rush. Coverage.
I know. But we have seen rookie quarterbacks come in and play well, right?
Yeah.
So it's a such thing as they got that it. That it is when the defense is like this, and then, oh shit, he get in the game and we like, oh shit. That's why it's just like an aura, Jay. It make everybody get interested, like, oh shit, we at the edge of our seats now. Mm-hmm. That's called that it factor. We believe when we look in the huddle, okay, Shador in there, shit, let's see what we gonna do. That's called that it factor. When Gabriel in there, we like this.
Yep.
Yeah.
We just chilling,
And
bro.
he's
Ah,
getting excited
shit.
again.
Give me 5 plays, bro, before we go back on the field.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how it go, man. That's what make it the it factor. That's why I don't really got no name. You just call it the it factor. You know what I'm saying? So he may look one way in practice, one way in camp. Put him in the game and let this shit really get cranked up. It's like Tyrese was for us, bro. We seen a little short, fat quarterback in practice. We like, oh yeah, he's fucking franchise. We call it
I like Ty.
franchise. He our quarterback right here. He wasn't playing good in the game. Bro, we threw Tyrese in there and bam. He was a totally different motherfucker than he was. And he was like, bro, he ain't do none of this shit in practice because you get early whistles and he can't really show all his shit in practice. He could show it in the game, though. I'm telling you, that's the shit that Shedeur got.
Well, I know, okay, so we got a little heated about Micah earlier, so I hate to bring this back up. But do you remember when you brought up Maxx Crosby in the week 9, you talked about his poor pass rush with the Jags?
I didn't, though.
I
just made a point. I made a point that say when the Raiders give up 150 yards, Skip don't come in and say Maxx Crosby disappeared or he didn't do nothing.
Well, you know who saw that? Max. Let's see what he had to say.
Can't get mad at somebody that's uneducated in the situation.
The Jags had 150 rushing. What the f*** did Crosby
he ain't watched the show. Come on, bro. I don't even have to defend myself. Go look up the numbers. Go look up the tape. Go watch me play a football game. Go watch the game I played on Thursday. The only thing that was disappointing about the whole fucking thing is the fact that, bro, and he might not even remember this. The first time I ever worked out with an NFL player was Big Snacks Harrison. Everyone knows Snacks Harrison, one of the best nose tackles. He was the run-stopping king at that time in the league. I went with Snacks Harrison and BT to Aqib Talib's D1 gym. He owned the gym in Texas. But I remember being there with his whole family, and they're like, bro, you're the white boy from Eastern, you're cold. And I was like, oh my God, they actually know who I am. I fuck with Aqib Talib. Like, he's a dog. And so, like, looking forward at this situation and having him come and say that shit, like, he could have an opinion about whatever. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He could sit in the room with me right now and we could watch fucking film together if he thinks I don't stop the run.
All right, so I didn't say you ain't stopped the run. Make sure we put this on. I didn't say you ain't stopped the run. I was making a point that when your team gives up 150, Skip don't say you didn't stop the run because it's not all on you. You do a great fucking job stopping the run. See, you watch clips and then you say some out of line shit because you watching clips and you ain't watched the full show. You feel me? I do fuck with you. I know you can stop the run. And I fuck with Parsons, and it's the same. When the Packers give up 150 rushing, that's not all on Parsons. When the Raiders give up 150 rushing, that's not all on you. That was my whole point. I was making a point. You know what I'm saying? The producers, they gonna make the clips. I don't give a shit. I fuck with you, fam. Just know that.
So wait, you're saying it's my fault?
It was
my
fault.
It's always my fault.
I was making a point to Skip.
I did it.
I was making a point to Skip. You know what I'm saying? So, and it came across like I'm saying he can't stop the run because how they clipped it. You feel me?
I think you did say, you're like, is Maxx Crosby a good pass rusher? And we said, yeah. He said, then look at this.
And you kept saying it's not Micah versus.
That was your point.
We said repeatedly, it's not Micah versus Maxx. We're not saying who's better or who can do what. We was just making a point.
So watch your tone, Maxx. You feel me? Okay. I was a little uneducated and all that shit. I don't really play like that. Watch your tone, fam. I fuck with you. We showed you love when you came to the spot. We always gonna show you love because we fuck with you. My point was, if the Raiders give up 150, we don't come and say, where the fuck is Crosby? He make 100 and plus million and he supposed to be able to stop the run himself because it don't work like that.
Is Maxx Crosby a physical football player?
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
Hell yeah.
Against the pass and the run, right?
Agreed.
When he rushes and when he stops run, I see him just dominate the line of scrimmage.
And I never said he don't do that. I said when the team rushes for 150 against the Raiders, do we come bash Maxx Crosby?
Okay.
That was my whole point.
Okay, why, after Jerry Jones traded Micah Parsons, did he sit there in front of the media and say Micah Parsons was a liability against the run? Why did he say that?
Because he's trying to justify trading him.
Okay.
He just traded him. He's trying to tell the world why he traded him.
Was that a lie? Was that a lie?
Man, listen. You traded them, they still suck. You look like you need them right now, Jerry. You know what I'm saying? So you say what you want. When I watch, it don't look that bad against the run to me. I see a dominant-ass pass rusher who hold his own against the run. That's what the fuck I see.
I see a finesse football player who is supremely quick and fast for his position. That's what I see.
Well, I see him wrestle with double teams. I seen him The first game of the season, I seen him put Panay Sewell on his back with a bull rush. That's not finesse to me.
He just tricked him. He surprised him.
Hey, man, shit.
All right, enough about Micah. Enough about So, but yeah, Maxx Crosby, I think it was a little confusion, but if you want to come on the show and squash the beef,
Hey, come on
the
man.
show. Come to the arena.
We'll send Jay home, you know what I'm saying? We'll sit you right here. We'll send Jay ass home quick. Sit you right here, you know what I'm saying?
Where's my plane ticket?
That's not the seat. You gotta sit over here.
Yeah, sorry. Gerald's going to get his seat back. We got Maxx right here. You guys can squash your beef because I think there's a little confusion. But let's move on because yesterday we all talked on social media about what was the worst loss this weekend.
Yeah.
And it was the Bills. The Bills got smacked by the Dolphins. That was a shocking loss. So, Gerald, how much faith did you lose in the Bills as like legit Super Bowl contenders?
Not much, because I didn't have that much faith in them anyway.
Okay.
Real.
You just always
for
say
real,
the pretenders.
I never said that they was it because I looked at the schedule and I'm like, they beat, even to this day.
Yeah.
To this day, the teams they beat at that time have a combined wins of 7. 7 wins, okay? And then you watch what they do. We know the Chiefs is a Super Bowl. Every year, they beat the Chiefs in the regular season. But then we see games like they mediocre against the Falcons. And we see games like Miami. We did a whole segment question saying what coach should get fired first. And it was dang near unanimous that Mike McDaniel should be fired. We sit there talking about Miami's a dumpster fire and all this.
Yeah.
And then they go down and do that. Right after they just beat the Chiefs. And everybody keeps sitting right next to me. And we was like, well, they always beat the Chiefs. But this don't make them, like, we don't know what they're going to be moving forward. So my faith in them as a true contender, it ain't go nowhere. Because it wasn't there anyway.
It was never there.
Like that Chiefs-Buffalo game, I'm looking like, okay, Buffalo need to win this because, I mean, I don't even know if they're going to, like, how I was looking at it, I don't even know if they're going to make the playoffs, how they playing. Josh Allen, this team, success is on Josh Allen's back and how he plays. He had an issue taking care of the ball. He's getting back to that, having an issue taking care of the ball. He's got as many fumbles this year as he had all last year. He got 7 turnovers this year. At midseason, he had 8 all of last year. And he won MVP because he took care of the football.
Yep.
He don't have that guy on offense to just give the ball to. James Cook is legit, but who is he throwing the ball to? And even when he had that guy, Stephon Diggs, did they get over the hump?
But
they
at least
still didn't get over the hump.
It looked a little bit better then.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, and then defensively, they suck at stopping the run. And then they just so up and down. Like they had at least a piece here that can go do this, a piece here. Now they just, nah, man, I feel the same about them.
I'm with G, man. I said it in a previous show. I don't never start the year like this the Bills year right here. I just don't never really start the year. I think they're a good team. I think they'll be in the show. They'll be in the tournament. They may win a game. And they got 2 AFC chip appearances in the last 5 years. And shit, even last year, James Cook even played. He even starred in the game. Had probably 90 yards, 2 touchdowns. He got active in the game. But I just always look at him and say, bro, where are the guys? I look at all the rest of the Chiefs. I see guy here, guy here, guy here. Defense, a guy here, guy here. The Ravens, star power. The Colts, they got guys here. Corner, this. They got guys. The Chargers, the Broncos, Pittsburgh. All the rest of the top AFC teams got guys.
Yep.
Like, where the fuck are they star power? The coaches going to do their thing. The playbook going to be what it is. At the end of the day, you pay these guys because they're guys. They're going to make difference in these games. You know what I'm saying? That's why they get paid the big bucks, because they're going to make a difference when it count in these games. And this team is just too reliant on Superman. They want him to be Superman at all times. Offense, defense, they want him to do it all. And that's just not going to happen, man. So until they get some wideouts and some guys on defense, I don't really like it.
Well, I've been disappointed in the Bills myself. I agree with you guys. They're soft on a defense. You can't give up that. They lost Ed Oliver. They lost some guys up. Unless got a concussion. Taquan Jones hurt his calf in pregame warm up a couple months ago. So they got some guys that are hurt up front. That's killed them on defense.
Yeah.
And it's very frustrating for Josh Allen to know that he might not get the ball back for another 9 minutes in the quarter because the Miami Dolphins are just gutting them. I mean, just gutting them. That's
just
gotta be
whatever
hard.
they want to do.
It's got to be hard to watch. So Josh feels like he's got to be Superman on every drive. He's diving over pilots. Quarterback sneaks for gain of 20 and fumbling a damn thing.
Yeah.
I mean, who does that, by the way? Yeah. Who takes a quarterback sneak for 20 yards and fumbles?
Touch push.
Yeah. So I always think if you have Josh Allen on your football team, you have a chance to win every single game. That's a fact. And I think that is the case. However, I am very, very concerned about the way they play defense. Very concerned. You can't win big games in critical times with a defense that can't stop a nosebleed. And that's the way they are right now. But with that being said, this Josh Allen's a bitch. And he can do... He is a son of a gun, man.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Oh,
I love that.
No, that's a good thing.
I got a big game.
You got listen, that's a Grudenism.
If I got a big game, man, I'm walking out of the tunnel. I don't care who I'm playing. If I look up next to me, I see Josh Allen next to me, I feel damn good about my
What do you
chance.
mean he's a pansy? Because you know when he falls, you always call him for the ref. He's
Hell
like,
no.
oh, God.
No.
Not that kind of.
That's a Grudenism.
like,
That's a positive
think they
thing.
make the
He's a
playoffs.
guy. Yeah.
I do think they make the playoffs. How far they go, I don't know, but I do know whenever he walks out of the tunnel with me, next to me, they got a chance.
Okay, so here's what I see in the Bills, and I love all your points, especially yours, because I'm with you. If I looked up and saw him, I'd say, okay. But Josh Allen sat there after the game and glumly said to the media, they just wanted it a little more than we wanted it. Okay, so you're coming off a season-making win over Patrick Mahomes at home.
Yeah.
And you open the season on opening Sunday night against the Ravens at full strength at that point when they put up 30, what was it, 37? 37 on you after 3 quarters, and you roared back to beat them, 40 to whatever it was, 37. And that was spectacular, and that was Super Bowl impressive. And remember, they were the stars of this year's Hard Knocks. And Josh is coming off MVP, and he gets married to the Hollywood starlet, and it all is great. But to me, Superman only takes it up a notch when he's playing another Superman. If it's Lamar on opening Sunday night, boom, we got every bit of Josh Allen. That was spectacular, man. And against Patrick, he just flat out said, watch this, and he outplayed Patrick Mahomes. And they've had a head-to-head, he's owned the regular season and Patrick's owned the post. But then you turn right around as the leader of the team and you go to Miami against a still reasonably dangerous team because they had just 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, they went to Atlanta and did that to Atlanta. So they have not quit. They have thrown in no towels on that coach. And that's an impressive thing because I thought they would quit on that coach and especially on that quarterback, but they have not. So the Bills have made their living this year running the football. They have run it more than they've thrown it. So James Cook was having he was off to like a Saquon kind of run there for a while. And then if they fall behind Miami at Miami and they have to throw it and he winds up with 13 carries for 53 yards, you're screwed, man. And it's all Josh, and he's not really into it because it's Tua. I don't get up for Tua. and they just played lifeless football. And they're flawed, deeply flawed, because they're third worst in the league against the run. As you point out, they're pathetic against the run. So Achane just runs wild. What do you have, 174? You're going to lose, man. You're just going to lose. So if they can squeeze into the playoffs, I wouldn't bet against them for one time because even on the road, because Josh Allen could say, okay, watch this, and he could have a watch this game. But I don't love them going forward.
Why they don't at the trade deadline? Why they don't go get a guy?
I don't know.
Go overpay for a guy.
He said he tried and failed. That's what he said.
You can't fail.
I know. I got it.
Man, you cannot. If the coach can overpay for Sauce, you can overpay for him.
I love Dalton Kincaid. I love him, but he ain't Stephon Diggs. He can't do that.
You talking about on defense?
Yeah, just period. Like, bro, your number one corner make $20 million a year. It's Christian Benford.
Yeah.
It's great, like a 50 on PFF right now for the season. Like, that's trash, bro.
You love PFF.
I fuck
He's
with
a
PFF.
newfound lover.
Nah, I've been fucking with PFF. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to call after the games like, hey, that touchdown wasn't on me, fam.
Really?
What?
You
called him?
call
Call?
and disagree with him?
Email, not call. But email.
You would
All right.
email PFF after game, they give you a bad grade.
If they put a touchdown or something on me that wasn't mine, what?
Cares?
The All Pros care. What you mean? What? That's a public
looks at
grade. What you mean? Who looks at that?
People look at that?
Hell yeah! All
Kid looks at that.
man, listen. All right, think about a media person, right? He can't watch he don't get our grades from hey coach Jay, can I get the grade for Kirk Cousins? You ain't get the fuck out of here. I ain't give you no damn grade. How can he get a public grade on Kirk Cousins? That's pretty legit. How can he see what he did? Wow. It's one public grade that you can go look at. It's Pro Football Focus. And then if you look at it and you see how they grade, it's legit, bro. The number's legit. I done went on there and see, all right, let me see what y'all gave me. Missed tackles, everything. Watch the game. Everything they said I did. Every single thing. Pass breakup, I think it's a pretty legit.
Somebody looking at it, they put it on TV.
Shit.
During the game, they put it right under your name, right?
Bro, I'm telling you,
Somebody looking at it.
It's a pretty reliable public grade, and they put out an all-pro team and everything. You know what I'm
Put
saying?
that grade on the O-line for the Chargers the other night. They're all like 38 out of 38, 36 out of 37.
Yeah, the motherfuckers was bad, and shit, they played good.
Huh.
I think it's a pretty
I
reliable.
didn't realize players would look at it and then
What?
complain to
Man.
PFF and say, change my grade.
If that AP,
you do that?
look, that all-pro voter in the locker room, he only got one resource he can go to and see how we all graded out. He could watch it himself, but is he going to watch every single person? No. He could go look at this reliable grades for guys and go off of this, bro. I trust this system right here. You know what I'm saying? So if I didn't give up a touchdown and you got me on there for a touchdown, bro, I got hey fam, you fucking with my livelihood, fam. that wasn't on me. Look at the play. We was in this coverage. That wasn't on me, fam. That's on whoever. You know what I'm saying?
They was winning. They was winning, so he had time to go look at it.
Man, and sometimes they change it, sometimes they won't.
We wasn't winning.
Nephew just got a sack for UNC Charlotte, and he don't even got the sack. Hey.
Oh, really?
Mitch,
He's got them on
look
speed
at
dial.
this play, Mitch.
Now, y'all want to hear
Nephew
something
sack
we
right
did
here,
do?
man. This is his first sack in his career. Give my dog his shit.
Y'all want to hear something we did do? We would send in stats, though.
Okay.
That's the same.
Yeah, we would send in stats like the
who would you
NFL.
Yeah.
You can send that in. Like, if you feel like, oh, no, he shouldn't have got half the sack, like, that's all me.
Yeah.
You watch the tape,
that's different.
You
That
send
ain't no
that
different.
in, so that's...
The NFL just got a public grade now, and
but
it's
those
Pro
are
Football
sack
Focus.
totals, though.
You think the NFL not partner with Pro Football Focus? They put it under your name on the primetime game. They show your rankings, Pro Football Focus. If they wouldn't partner with him, it wouldn't be under your name.
Yeah, I'm not talking about rankings. I'm talking about actual stats.
Yeah, I'm not talking about rankings neither. I'm talking about actual stats. That's what Pro Football Focus. Let me show you. Look, it shows you actual stats. It shows you everything. Christian Benford, 4 touchdowns given up, 0 picks. This is how many yards he gave up. This is his reception percentage. This is how many targets he got for the year. This is how many balls got caught on him. It gives you a detailed grade for every game, and it's fucking reliable. I promise you that.
Then why do you scoff at me every time I use those stats against
I never
you?
scoffed at you for Pro Football Focus. I just said QBR is just some new
QBR.
shit that I just never heard of. But Cody did a great job explaining what it was. And you see, I put it on the table sometimes when it makes sense.
You're learning.
Josh Allen's now 15th in QBR. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
I do say Buffalo does have guys. They do have Kincaid. They got Knox, a good tight end. Their 2 tight ends, that's pretty good. Shakir is a pretty good receiver.
He is.
Right. James Cook's a hell of a back. Deion Dawkins is one of the best tackles in
He
football.
is.
All right, so offensively, I think they can do what they want to do.
Man, I would
Just can't
fucking
turn the
love
ball
to
over.
play against them guys.
Defensively is where you'd love to play against Josh Allen.
I would love to go out there and guard Shakir and Keon and Dawson
I didn't say
Kincaid.
Keon.
And like, come on, bro.
I said Shakir, and I said Kincaid, and I said Cook. I didn't say Keon.
Chris Harris Jr. would love to go guard Shakir in the slot. It'd be a great day.
You might have
Push
a
it
little,
up, run a
little
screen
hard
pass,
time
Deion
with
Dawkins,
Dalton
bang!
Kincaid. You.
Man,
He had a big drop in the game last night.
Skip.
You're rage baiting
I
him
choke
right
wide.
now.
I choke tight ends.
That took Jimmy Graham out the
I
game?
choke tight ends,
Nah,
man.
not him. Nah.
I don't know.
All
And
right.
by the way, help me out with stats. How did you not make the top whatever it was in Tampa? What was it, top
I don't know.
50?
Why you got to bring that up?
I don't know.
It's a sore
no,
subject,
because-
Aqib.
I don't
It's a
know,
sore
because-
subject.
Seriously, there's
because I
certain
know I
things
left there.
that you don't bring up to Aqib.
Yeah,
That's
you're right.
stats,
Because I can go
all
in.
decade
Because
teams.
I came in the
all
league.
that.
If you take the name off of it,
I'm
this
with
corner
you.
came in the league. He got 4 picks his rookie year. He got 5 picks the next year. He got 6 picks the next year. Shit, the next year, he had 2 picks. Both of them went to the crib.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? What they want him to do?
Yeah.
He left your team with 16 interceptions, 2 or 3 touchdowns. Who else done that?
Thank you.
Who else did that in
I want to email somebody for you.
You don't think it had nothing to do with?
Glacier.
You don't think it had nothing to do with how bad we was? Like just the overall.
But no, because there was other guys on the list who was just as bad as us.
Oh,
like,
you talking about the Tampa?
Yeah, the
Oh, I thought you
Tampa.
talking about Pro Bowl and
like
all
just
pro
as
stuff.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to my dog Doug Martin. We was trash when Dougie was there. My dog Donald Penn was on the list. We was trash when DP was there. You know what I'm saying? It's other guys who was on the list.
Yeah.
And we was trash while they was on the list. So you can't be going off winning games and not winning games.
No, I was talking about like Pro Bowl, All Pros, not just the Tampa's.
Oh yeah, well
You know,
that of
you
course,
on it?
yeah, that of course.
You're on this list? Is it top?
Hell yeah, G was on the list. He better be.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you checked? You know though?
I didn't check.
Is he?
Oh no, he on there for sure.
Okay.
I saw the list.
What is it? Top?
It was like the top 50 bucks or some shit.
Of all
Just like a
time.
little thing they did on Instagram, you know.
Okay. So who made the choice? I wonder. Who decided?
I don't know. That's
don't know.
what I want to know, Skip.
It's
Who made this motherfucker?
the local
This is
beat
on
writers
Instagram.
and stuff, maybe.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, that is just wrong.
Super wrong, man.
Yeah, that ain't.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the Bills are kind of out on, or sorry, the arena's kind of out on the Bills as Super Bowl contenders,
Yeah.
legit Super Bowl contenders. Okay, let's move on though to
Yeah.
Joe Burrow because Joe Burrow returned to practice yesterday, and he's looking at starting Thanksgiving week against the Ravens. So they're not really struggling on offense though. Flacco's swinging,
Right.
like slinging the ball, unless Burrow can play on defense. I don't know, Jay. Do you have them having any shot right now of winning their division?
They're 2 games out of first. Hell yeah. There's 7, 8 games left.
But with
Why
that
not?
defense.
I mean, they got to play better defense. That's a fact. I mean, so do the Ravens, so do the Steelers. All right, so it's not like the Steelers and Ravens are lighting it up on defense either. So they have a legitimate shot. They play them coming up. So until the record says it's impossible, everything is possible in pro football. Skip, you know
It
that.
is.
You
It
never
is.
know what's
Agreed.
going to happen week to week to week. So if Joe Burrow can play, I mean, you're making a lot of money, son. Get your ass in there and play. That's
Right.
just the way it is. You're a competitor. The players want you. He wants to be in with the players. Now, if they lose their next 3 games and he can't play, that's different. But I think right now they still have a legitimate chance if they can fix the damn defense. Somehow, it's easier said than done. There's a lot of teams with those. Buffalo's got to figure it. I mean, there's a lot of teams in that boat. Detroit, yeah, they have a chance. So he's got to play. They'd have a chance.
They have
They have a chance, Aqib. They're
Good as Flacco is playing, they fucking still losing games. You know what I'm saying? I know it ain't really on Flacco, but at the end of the day, Flacco turned the ball over. It kind of is on Flacco. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be hard to. They gotta go 6-2 in these last 8 games. If they don't go 6-2, you really don't have no shot. And I think it's just gonna be too hard to go 6-2 without Joe, and without the real Joe.
It stinks because they're like 2 or 3 plays away from
They are.
the
I know.
Chicago Bear
Agreed.
game,
Yeah.
the Jet
Game.
game, a
Yeah.
little halfback
If they
pass.
won
full
both of
drive.
those,
But
be a
you
different
going
conversation.
off the halfback pass. How did them teams get the ball back?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's Flacco giving them the ball, giving them opportunity after opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So I think without Burrow, it's gonna be hard to go 6-2. And I don't know if Burrow gonna be back Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really give him a shot, man. It's the Ravens are coming. The Ravens getting healthy. They starting to play like the Ravens.
They are.
And I honestly think Pittsburgh is the team in the North right now. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough for them guys.
You don't think Pittsburgh's a team in the North, do you?
Yeah, I like Pittsburgh, man. I like what they got going.
You're hanging on for dear life on that one.
Hey, man, the whole AFC North hanging on for dear life.
Okay.
No, they ain't got a shot.
No shot.
No.
What if they get a little morale boost with Joe coming back? They're getting
Joe
pumped up,
Flacco got
Trey's
there,
gonna
they
get in the
been
game.
getting 33 points a game. And they won one of those games, and it's because they got the ball last. The defense is terrible.
Terrible.
Last year, they had a Defensive Player of the Year finalist, a MVP finalist, and had the Triple Crown winner.
Yeah.
And they didn't make the playoffs. They not making no play. I don't care. Hey, no, they ain't got a shot. Nah.
So, Kinsey, you know and I know, if anybody can save this mess, it's this guy. Because you want to talk about it. He's got.
But
the
when
ultimate
when
hit.
is he coming back though?
That's
He's
the
at
problem.
practice, but he's
That's the problem.
supposed to play in 3 weeks.
Exactly.
When I first heard this, my first flash was, wait, could he play Sunday at Pittsburgh? Because if he could, then you'd say, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
they got a
okay.
shot.
Apparently,
But can
he's
he-
been lifting. He's been.
He says his body's better than ever. That's what he said. Okay. But can he just, to your points, can you just, even if you're Joe Burrow, can you just step back on the field after all those weeks away and just pick it right back up? Probably not. And it's at Pittsburgh. They're a 5.5-point underdog, probably with Flacco at quarterback. And they're going to lose that game. I don't like the Steelers, but I really don't like your defense, the Bengals defense. So they're going to lose that game, and then they got the Patriots at home. The Patriots are 5-0 on the road this year. If it's Flacco, they're going to lose that game. So if Joe comes back, hurrah, for Thanksgiving, you're going to be 3-7, and you're at the Ravens.
You got to win everything.
I know. Well, it's like you, even Joe can't do that,
No.
right? 3-7?
No.
I don't think they're going to do it either. You said, do they have a shot?
Yeah.
Of course they have a shot, Gerald.
Yeah.
They're 2 games out of first place. They already beat the Steelers.
So that question is like, would you?
Yeah.
Now you just left the casino at Hard Rock. Would you bet on that shit?
Yeah.
There you go. You really think they got a shot if you would put some paper on it?
Yeah. I bet on everything to keep.
It's just they're scoring 33 points since Joe Flacco got. How many points will they have to score?
Okay, but it's one thing.
33 may be enough if they don't give it
But what
away
about
3
the
times.
locker
though.
morale
You know what I'm saying?
that Joe's
You're
bringing
right.
back? And
That
then
is
Trey
correct.
he's been playing
They
on and
still
off.
can't
He's
stop
going to get in the
nobody.
game.
They can still
But
can't stop nobody.
if you
got
don't
11
give the
guys
ball
on team,
away,
at some point
33
they
may be
gotta
enough.
figure something out.
If you score 33 and then we get him the ball 3 times, then 33 might not be enough. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I feel like Joe will score his 33, but he'll protect the football
Okay.
with his 33.
Pre-game, if you're sitting in the locker room waiting to go out,
Yep.
and you look over and you say, we got Joe Flacco, or you look over and say, we got Joe Burrow, what are you thinking?
I'm pretty cool with either one of them. I
But
don't just
you're
like
way
look at Flacco
cooler
like
with
fuck.
Joe Burrow.
But
Way
with Burrow, I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's one takeaway. We get Burrow 1 extra possession. That's a dub. That's how we used to look at it. We're paying. Give them 1 extra possession. Don't let us score a touchdown.
Yeah.
It's really over with. We get Tom 1 extra possession. That's a dub. We get Peyton 1 extra possession. That's a dub. Flacco, we gonna have to give him 2 or 3.
And off the subject, that's why I hate the new kickoff rule. Because you can steal a possession sometimes with a little surprise onside kick. You know what I
Okay.
mean? You take that out of football
Yeah,
for
that's
teams
bullshit.
that score a lot of points and have shitty defenses. That is a huge part of the game.
It was,
Yeah.
NFL, take that new kickoff rule out and go back to normal.
Go back to the normal shit.
okay. And by the way, when you won the toss, did you always defer? Because I hate deferring. I don't like the
I
idea.
defer on the road because
Okay.
the fans are always there for the first play of the game and it's very, very loud. At halftime, if I get the ball to start the second half, they're all eating hot dogs and stuff. I steal a possession without the
Hey,
crowd
there you
noise.
go.
That makes sense?
Oh,
That's
Hell
actually
yeah.
really smart.
And then when you got a defense like us, Skip, you put us on the field
Okay,
first. Let
but-
us set the motherfucking
but
tone.
that doesn't happen very often, what you guys had. That doesn't happen very often. If you got that, you got me.
You're right.
Sometimes I've had a good offense and I felt like our team was like a front-running group.
Yeah.
I did the ball first to try to score, get
Right.
everybody going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
I
get
used
down
to
7-0,
request
a
deferral.
lot of guys kind of
that?
hang their head.
I used to request deferring.
Request for your sake?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I want to take the field first. I don't care how good the unit is. I want to go first.
Okay, well, I understand that.
You
But
don't get a
if I gotta-
request in the matter, Gerald. I'm going to make
Yeah.
that
I
decision.
mean, I'm saying I used to
Put some
request.
requests
That don't mean
in.
they answer.
I think it's team to team though, Skip. If Burrow and them, if I got Burrow and them, I win the toss. Burrow and them going first. Let's go get a bucket
Yeah.
out the gate.
All right, well, good luck to
Shoddy's been driving me crazy because we got the best offensive, most explosive offense, and at home we defer. No, we want the ball. We're going to take it and run it down their
Hey, man,
throats,
that's
right?
home
As an offensive coordinator or play caller, I would like
Yeah.
the ball first because you got the first 15, you're ready to go. Then you defer, they get the ball first. And hell, you might get the ball at your own 1 yard line. You're like, I can't even call my first play. And I got to
Exactly.
go back to my backed
Yeah.
up call. So there's a lot of
Shotty's still learning. You know, he running the show and being the head coach. You said how hard that was.
You're distracting, right?
Spinning.
Yeah.
All right, well, yeah, good luck to the Bengals. We'll see what happens, but it's going to be really, really tough. But we do have breaking news in the arena. So Travis Hunter, he's been on IR, but it has been confirmed that he is out for the season. He's going to have a season-ending surgery on his LCL, and he's out for 6 months. No football activity for 6 months. So, Skip, injury is obviously a big part of football, but did the Jags fail Travis Hunter in his rookie season?
Did they what?
Fail Travis.
Fail him. Yeah. I mean, we've gone round and round about this. He plays cornerback at the level. He would have reached your level at some point, but you have to let him play cornerback first. And as Dion told me again and again, he can do both. He'll be just fine. Game's a little slower in pro football, so you play every play at cornerback and you play 50, 60% of the time on offense. Cody would always say, well, then he doesn't get to practice enough, not enough reps on offense. He is so gifted at receiver. You can run some pretty simple routes for him. Just throw it up to him, and he'll figure it out, man, because we saw him figure it out. So, yeah, they were failing him fairly routinely because he ended up playing way more offensive snaps than defensive snaps.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry he's gone. I'm shocked.
Damn, I hate he gone because now the Richies and you know what I'm saying, them going to say, hey, I told you couldn't do it. His body wouldn't hold up.
That's the way you are, Jaden Daniels. Same exact way.
You are.
He is. He's the same way. He's a hypocrite.
You're getting called out today by Day.
We're talking about Travis Hunter right now.
Okay.
Let's
I just have a
let's have a nice little moment for Travis. This Jaden's we done talking about Jaden. He on the show.
He's on the shelf. Well, Travis is on the shelf too.
I know. So I hate that he got hurt because all the guys who said that he couldn't do both ways, he's gonna get hurt, they're gonna feel like they was right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
it's gonna be a process for him. You know, I was confused as an evaluator what I would put him at. I know he's very gifted at corner, and I saw him make some plays at wide receiver. You got to score points in this league, and he's a guy that can score points for you. However, it is not that easy. Just go out there and say, okay, hey, at 11 o'clock you go to a DB meeting, and let's go to walkthrough at wide receiver, and then go back to DB meeting after practice, and oh wait, we got a whole bunch of new checks here. Come back to the offense.
No, I understand.
It's not that easy. I think in time he's going to be able to probably participate more on both. But when he comes back from this injury, I think they're probably going to really take a hard look and see where they want to actually utilize his skill set the best. And I think that would probably be corner.
Yeah, I believe they failed him in helping him with figuring out who he is. Like help him with who is he in his rookie year, so he can start working. Aqib had to learn who he was as a corner in the NFL, but he knew he's a corner. So now we can establish how is he going to develop whatever. As a defensive tackle, halfway through the season, I remember with Raheem, I said something in the media of, I don't know, I was brought here to do this, but they got me doing this. And Rob pulled me in his office and said, this is what I want you to do. I don't care what you think you're being coached to do. When he showed me the same tape he showed me before he drafted me, these are the types of guys I want you to be. Be that. That's what you need to give a rookie. So he knows, okay, focus on this. This is what I can do. And they failed him in that because what did Travis Hunter always say? I don't ask no questions. I just do what I'm told. I'm a football player. So if coach say do this, I'm going to do it. If he say do that, I'm going to do it. So now he's, and we know what he is as an athlete, as a talent, but you hate to see this. I definitely do. It's giving me PTSD. My first 2 years, I had season-ending injuries. So I hate injuries.
Do we know how he did this?
I was just thinking. I don't know what the play
They said
was.
just in practice. And
It was a non-contact.
That's what they said, yeah.
I think the coaches needed some time to actually figure out what the hell he was too.
And see him do it all.
This is brand new to pro football. There's been some guys that have done a quick screen or reverse as a corner coming over there, but never to this magnitude. So figuring out the time of where he's going to be in the meetings and the practice field and all that stuff, I think it'll take some time.
I get that, but as you well know better than anybody, playing your position, you need to be out there and get the rhythm of it and draw a bead on the receiver.
You got to get the speed of it. You got to get the angle of it.
And stay in it. They were yanking him during series on defense. Like he'd play 3 plays and then he's at, what?
Yeah.
No,
Can't do that.
Aqib, you said it earlier. The reason them for Philly was able to, because you said you see If he tap here, he this and this. Okay, cool. I see.
Got
it logged. If
Yeah.
you do it again, got it logged.
Okay.
Next time you see it, hey, you can't do that when
No.
you just.
But it's hard on the couch. I feel like every time we have an offensive guy on the couch, they want Travis Hunter on offense. Every time we have a defensive guy on the couch, they want Travis Hunter on defense. So you guys all think
This
differently.
offensive guy just said he should play corner.
I don't know what he should play, man. I know he's a little skinny, fast, explosive.
he kind of
he's
said
a
he didn't know.
touch- you know.
But Richie Cody, all in offense.
Yeah.
I think the consensus though, we all agree, just pick a side.
Pick a side.
Yeah. Me and Skip ain't agreed to pick a side.
Nope.
We thought he.
You know what I'm saying? Like primarily, like at corner,
primarily
I'm
play
saying
corner.
play corner, and then you could play.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Which position is harder to find? Because you love personnel. So
Touchdown makers. Touchdown makers are harder to find.
Boy, I think
In
it's hard to
corners?
find a shutdown corner.
Huh?
So a big time receiver, touchdown maker is harder to find than a lockdown
Jamar
corner?
Chase is harder to find than your boy from Denver. Yes.
Shit.
Justin Jefferson is harder to find than Sauce Gardner. Yes.
But I could go through the teams and well, like
I mean,
you
we could argue about this all day, but
Yeah.
I mean,
But what's a harder position to play? Corner.
for sure.
For sure.
It is.
hell no. Why?
What?
You think wide
Corner?
receiver's harder than corner?
Corner?
Well,
I can play cover two all day. I play
agree.
outside leverage and jam them and sink in the flat and drive on a flat and help the safety
Yeah,
out.
but we're talking about
cover two.
lockdown.
Now you're playing
You're
lockdown man to
playing
man. Yeah,
press
that's
man
hard.
the whole day. You know, you're traveling.
I agree. I got a real respect for receivers. So corner, just barely harder than me. But I respect receivers. That shit hard. That shit very hard, man. You gotta
Skill set
you gotta
you
lock
have to
in,
have to come in out of
lock on this,
breaks and-
catch this ball, and somebody gonna knock this shit out you. You always got that in the back of your mind. These are grown men trying to knock this shit out me now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And you got to get rid of it. It's a tough position.
Most
to play.
corners played receiver got moved to corner
They
because they
did.
couldn't play wide out. Just
That is
think
true.
about that.
Yep. No, I got you.
Yeah,
Most
yeah.
corners play DB because they just don't like depending on fucking quarterbacks to make them good. You know
Or
what
they
I'm saying?
can't
Like,
catch.
I could just do my own
Or
thing.
you can't.
Or they
catch.
can't get.
It's just
There you
like,
go.
oh.
All I know is I don't
distracted.
see a whole lot of Deion Sanders
Exactly.
popping up. Do you? I don't.
Well,
No Deion Sanders.
We don't see a lot of Randy Mosses neither, though.
No? Okay.
All right, boys, we're going to close it there, but we are going to be back on the couch on Friday, so we will see you guys there. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we will see you on Friday.
Wow.
Good food.